Do you miss your dorm?
We are. Oh, hey, hey, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Blades Against Bandwith Lankhmar once again. We really appreciate everyone showing up tonight, especially Skatch the Elder, who, of course, is, the first one through the door, and God love him. And thanks for everybody for tuning in and for being a part of the show tonight. And if you are watching this on Twitch, we are super glad to have you. And if you're checking us out on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and we will send you notifications for all of the cool stuff that we are going to continuously do for you, because we live for it. That's all we have. All we have in our lives is doing great stuff for you. So that's, we're down to it. Hey, speaking of great stuff in our lives, who is this week's special guest?
This week's special guest is brought to you. I'm the one who is responsible for bringing this person today. So today we are joined by Oliver Brackenberry. He is the author of Junkyard Leopard, of Dyson Men. Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Host of the Unknown Worlds of the Merrill Collection podcast, which is a really awesome literary podcast. And he's also a DCC RPG convert / enthusiast. So, Oliver, thanks for being on today.
Thanks for inviting me, Jeff. It was really awesome getting that email after breakfast this morning. I was like, oh, cool, I got something to do later today.
We're not last minute. No, you mean like 2 weeks ago, right? Planned in advance.
Sorry, pardon me. 6 months ago, when Jeff first reached out to me through his secretary.
When we scheduled through your agent, the only time in this entire 3-month span that worked for you. So tell us about your DCC game.
Well, I've been running it for about 8 months now, and it started off as a way of trying to continue my IRL campaign, but with different players. So I set it in a region beside the main campaign. I'm a real continuity addict, so I love to always be like pushing forward the narrative, even if it's kind of to the side. And I decided to use it as a way of experimenting. So I really wanted to, I didn't do the red box and all that stuff as a kid. I didn't even touch D&D until I was like 25. So I'm kind of now.
He was a Shadowrun guy at first.
Yeah, Shadowrun guy and Mech Warrior. Yeah, so I ran B1 for the very first time with a bunch of DCC glued onto it. Actually, no, DCC was the main rules, and then some BX like dungeon exploration rules. We just wrapped that up recently, and now I've got my guys halfway through Frozen in Time.
Nice, cool.
Very cool. And before we dive into the game, what do you want to tell people about the Unknown Worlds of the Merrill Collection podcast?
Okay, well, first they should check it out. You can find it all good places that podcasts are downloaded. Just put Unknown Worlds of the rest should fill in. It is a literary history podcast focused on genre that I do as part of my volunteer work for like a really unknown treasure in Toronto that we have called the Merrill Collection of Speculative Fiction, which is the Western Hemisphere's largest publicly accessible archive of genre fiction. You can go there and find an original first edition of like H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds or Dracula, and of course pretty much everything in the Appendix N. They have yet to fail to provide something from that for me. Great research tool. So yeah, to promote it, we do the podcast where I interview different guests each episode about the history of different aspects of genre. I did an episode with Jeff about Appendix N and RPG, of course, which is how I'm
Somebody put that in the chat, because I'm sure I'm going to spell it wrong, and I don't want to be that guy. So
no worries. I'll grab the link.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'm putting that in right now. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
So tonight, of course, speaking of continuity, you will be playing Septis, our only character who was a holdover from last time. And as anybody who watched our show knows, Septis has got a weird magical malady where every so often his personality slightly changes. So you are playing your version of Septis, and it's exactly right. And there's no stress about how you want to actually do it, even if you want to start some party infighting.
And I watched a bit of last week's session. You guys just wrapped up Masks of Lankhmar, right?
Yep.
We did indeed. If you want, So here's a little bit of a recap. Yeah, our folks have wrapped up Masks of Lankhmar. They did it very nattily. They escaped beautifully, after a dramatic rooftop chase. After destroying the masks, they made a dramatic rooftop escape away from agents of the Thieves Guild, dropped down to the street festival, snuck out with a mask on. It was fantastic. And you guys got away so clean. And that's when Mara started drinking. And that night, just blah, blah, blah. Sometimes she's not really talky all the time, but it was the wrong night. And by that next day, it was all over the city. And there were literally you were turned out at every place, assassins everywhere, people from the Thieves Guild, Slayers Guild, regular Lankhmar cops. Everyone's trying to get a piece of this mask action. And all of us were forced to flee. So we're going to pick up our adventure here 1 month later, where we are now camped out in Ilfmar, the neighboring city, trying to find a place to, trying to find a little bit of a peace. We have moved over there. So Ilfmar is pretty good. I mean, it's not Lankhmar. You know what I'm saying? Ilfmar is all about money and less about culture. Of course, as you guys walk through there, you see everywhere, you see the rat god signifiers and the shark god signifiers all over the place. It's also really expensive. So when we start off today, just this last month we've been here, they find all of these ways to hit all of the newcomers with all of these thieves. So everyone is down to their last, like the back half of their money. So go ahead and cut everybody's money in half from what we had last time, except Mara. Mara, you got like 3 coins left. You can pick which ones, because Mara's got her money problem.
Oh yeah, and just so everyone knows, we're back to, we start off with our 1 fleeting luck. And if you're watching for the first time, please, in the chat, remind Brendan every once in a while to give us more luck.
Absolutely. Yes. Otherwise, and if you're like feeling kind of, ill, I would like to have other people in the chat arguing against it. That never happens. One time, everybody. No, I'm playing. So, we are a month into hanging out there when the attack comes. So, here is where we are. So you're like officially one of the hotel that you guys are staying at out there is the Mouse and Fiddle, which is it seemed like the most convenient place and the cheapest place. We leave there one night to go out and grab some food and maybe look into doing a little bit of a work. Because like I said, money's an issue here. They don't have a gang presence like they did, so maybe it's time for some freelance action. And as you guys are making your way down the street, there's a cart coming by, and the cart driver calls out, "Hey, Ka'a, is that you, Ka'a?" You hear someone actually speaking desert talk at you and says, "There's a worthy gentleman."
Wait, quick point of reference, just to remind you, I now wear a cloth mask over my face and a mask over that mask.
Yes, I know.
Is that still happening?
That is still happening.
Okay.
Ka'a, is that you? Ka'a. Yes, Kai Hala. Yes.
Did my mingles come with me or no? Because that would make starting a gang quite easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. They like a month has passed. They, you guys had to run. Like they took over your apartment for a while, and then the landlord came around and knocked at the door. 7 mingles unanswered. It was a thing, and now
that's fair.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna give them a high-low. You know what, Oliver? Why don't you go ahead and give you a die 20 check? The high-low roll on how it turned out for our mingle friends.
All right.
High is good. Low, not so good.
19.
Yeah, you know what? Like the whole 7 of them, they got great jobs in the city. They brought their families in, and they always will remember fondly Kai Allah. But I will say this: you have now got like some minor contacts out there that you can reach on for favors in different levels of Lankhmar society, as all of these folks, including the one big dude who was doing the talking, is now an official member of the Slayers Guild. So you got a friend in the murder business. Anyway, so yeah, who even knows that you're here? Who even knows that you guys are in Ilfmar? You have made a point of keeping a really low profile in here, but these folks seem to know Ka'a. The guy in the back of the cart yells, "Ka'a, Ka'a," and he speaks in desert talk. "There you are, old man. How have you been?"
So at this moment, is there a bunch of activity around us, a bunch of people and such, or is it
we'll say it's twilight, and there are a good amount of people out there on the street. There aren't a whole lot of horses and carts, but there are people going about their business. Folks on their way back from the day's toil, folks who are out for a night on the town in the second most awesome city right there on the water.
All right, so I am immediately going. There's no reason anybody here should know who I am, and I've got my ears always open for threat because I'm aware of some things that had happened in my past. I don't need to talk about it. It's not a big deal, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I am going to act as though I'm assuming they're calling to somebody else.
Okay, good. So you're trying to ignore him. They kind of ride. The guy kind of like, ha, and like he kind of like he is maneuvering his. He's got a cart with 2 horses on there and some kind of. You don't know what he's hauling. It's going low on the springs because whatever in there is pretty heavy. But it's all tarped over. And he is kind of riding up to you. He's like, and again, he's still speaking desert speak. He goes, "I recognize you. Don't you remember me, Eto, the peddler from childhood?" And he kind of rides up. They're clearly riding over towards you guys. Everybody else can give me a real rough intelligence check. D20 and add your intelligence modifier.
I have a couple questions.
Wait, yes.
Oh, sorry, 20, 2.
Cool. All over it.
So my intelligence check is going to be only 5. So if you want to answer my questions, but you said there's a bunch of them.
No, I said there's one guy in a cart.
Yeah.
And he's got like he's pulling. So the guy's riding on the buckboard. He's like steering, obviously. He's dressed like a man of the from the Eastern.
I thought you said they. All right.
I think I was talking about him and his horse, maybe. So.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of slip out. I'm gonna definitely kind of slip away from the group, and act like I don't know who these guys are, as in my guys, our guys.
Sure.
For the record, Tony Hogarth just said that he's my old colleague.
Oh my god.
That's a point of luck.
Yeah, I get the point of fleeting for that. It's hilarious.
No, I didn't say it. Tony did.
I was going to say Tony,
I know
yeah.
he did, but that must be recognized.
Well, so we'll give it to Jeff, and Tony can keep +1 luck forward for his next official DCC game.
Yeah, Tony, you got a point of luck you can spend on anything and such.
And Oliver, do you know that you get a point of luck for your nat 20?
Yeah, I updated his.
Point of fleeting, yeah.
And
Tony Hogarth, if you're watching, that point is special. If you play with Doug Kovacs, that becomes 100 points of luck. And if he doesn't respect that, he owes me dinner the next time we see him at a place expensive that Joseph is not going to pay for.
Good luck.
Almost said.
Good luck with that.
I mean, the Joseph not paying for it part. Douglas is going to whip out the credit card.
I can't control that. Just saying. All right. So Lucar kind of like fades away a little bit and starts walking off. Septus, however, you got a 22. As soon as you hear that, it just strikes you as weird, and you look around and like at the alleyway right next to the Mouse and Fiddle. There is a very inconspicuous guy there who is like standing there at the edge of the alleyway, literally cleaning his fingernails with a short knife, and very much not looking at y'all real intently, even though someone out the street is yelling and riding up on a horse and cart.
So once I realize he is speaking to me, I'm going to turn around and, I also speak Low Lankhmarese and I speak Old Ghoulish. So because I'm familiar with Old Ghoulish, I would like to say in Lankhmarese, pretending to have an Old Ghoulish accent. I'm trying to disguise my voice as much as possible. Say, I am sorry, young sir. I believe you are mistaken.
Oh, well then, because, I hope I am not, because, and he reaches down to the buckboard, and at the same time that tarp flies off, and there are 2 more guys in the back of the wagon. All of them stand up, and now he grabs a crossbow from under the buckboard, and the 2 guys behind him grab him as well. And he yells out, "Justice! Eastern justice!" And let's roll some initiative, because it's going that way. Yeah.
Eastern justice, come on.
Eastern justice, they're going to 16. The Eastern lands need a better name. You know what I'm saying? This should, so I don't know what to tell you. It's not, he mentioned this.
There's no way the Eastern lands call themselves the Eastern lands, because that doesn't make sense, right? Like,
no.
Because they have their own Eastern lands.
Yeah.
They're the lands.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, people in Westeros call themselves Westeros. We call ourselves North America.
Yep.
South Dakota, same thing.
GRM's a hack.
Also, and I don't mind telling you, here in Kennesaw, West Side. No, I'm kidding. There's no such thing. And Kennesaw only has a South Side, pretty much. All right, so these fine fellows in the wagon are going to go on a 16. So I'm gonna go around. Tim, what'd you get for Gamatar?
You actually beat me. I got a 15.
Oof. Okay, and Jeff, what'd you get for
There's no amount of spending luck that's going to help my initiative of 3.
Oof. Ouch. Gotcha. Okay, how about Kai Hala?
18.
18 for Kai Hala. You're gonna beat me. Okay, Septis. Oliver, how you living?
8 for me
8
and
for
Mino the Guardian Rat. Good city for rats.
Outstanding. And how about Lukark?
15.
15 for the common man.
Just some dude.
Just some random dude. I love that. That's a fun to play. And never least, Mara.
14.
14? Okay. So Kai Allah, wits you kept your wits about you. These guys at this point are about 15 feet away. They said there's one guy on the buckboard up front, has a crossbow. There are 2 more who have popped out from behind the tarp in the back, also crossbows. And there is also a, and that's what you see so far. What'd you get in that intelligence check I asked for a minute ago?
I spoke desert talk, so I didn't make one, but I can make one now if it's noticing other things too.
Yeah, I'll give you a shot. Yeah, give it.
That would be a 3. I didn't notice anything.
You're just glad to be here. So,
Yep.
you know. So, all right. So, it is your turn. I got 3 folks with crossbows riding up on you for a click clop by shooting. What you gonna do about me?
So my plan is in desert talk, since I speak it, I'm going to yell, "Yeah, for the Eastern lands," and then tackle Ka'a out of the way of the crossbows. Like,
nice. Yeah, cool.
Like trying to make it look like I'm trying to fight him, but like.
Yeah. All right.
Like,
you know what? You can get him. I'll say that there's a. You know what? Let's give me a luck check for how defensible a spot you can find to get them back there.
All right. Well, that is a 9 on the die, and my luck is back to 13. So.
Yeah. You were able to actually the steps of the end itself. You kind of like make it like you're jumping on them, and give me that personality check to sell it, like the actual attack, how real your punch looks.
That is a 16.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh wow, like the one is like, yes, sister, kill him, hold him for us.
Also, Brendan, I don't know who this person is, but somebody in the chat named Goad says that Haley should get a point of luck for this.
And you know what? Yes, I will give you a point of luck for doing it and such. Go. Don't make me come over there. I swear to God. Bunch of go. Try go you. All right, so that is it. And it is their turn. So their plan being screwed up a little bit, they are going to, the 3 of them, actually the driver is going to keep riding up. The 2 that are in back are going to hop out and come around the corner and stand there with their crossbows, essentially looking for a clear shot once Kai Hala, as they expect, finishes, juking this guy in the face. You know what? I'm going to make a roll here for part 2 over here. Okay. And Septis, you see that other one, like, is quietly trying to look like a bystander, but he is also headed in that direction. So he has to walk right past y'all. So at this point, he'll be about like 5-10 feet away from the edge of the stoop where you guys are all standing. So that is going to be all of them. That's perfect. They don't get their shot off because of that, but they are like standing there with ready action. So essentially they're saying once they get, they have the 2 that got out of the cart, they have essentially held actions. And when, if Ka'a pokes his head up, he's going to get shot at. So it's Ganbatar. Ganbatar, I got a bunch of guys in crossbows here from the Easterlands. What are you going to do about them?
All right, my dude, here's the most probably one of the most ridiculous deeds I've tried before.
Lay it on me.
But I want to shoot one of the dudes in the cart with my short bow, and I want the pain and the impact of the arrow to cause him to turn and shoot his crossbow at one of the other guys.
Okay.
Good one.
Yeah. All right. So this is the driver. He's the only one that's still on there. So you were going to try to trigger him to shoot his crossbow at one of his fellows.
Yes.
All right. I will say on a 3, he's firing that off randomly. Like, bah! On a 4, I will give you a luck check for like a D.
All right, I can't get a 4
attack
yet.
on that.
So.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, there's always luck.
Super luck.
There's always luck.
I didn't do that well. I got a 7, 8, 9. I'll spend to hit, and that's not even close, right? Like they're not 10s, are they?
They're not 10s.
Yeah. We'll say no.
I will say you'll be looking at a few points. Look, if you want to spend.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I'd actually much rather.
What'd you get on your deed die?
I got a 2.
Oh, okay.
The D wouldn't even go. Yeah.
If it's a 3, I'd throw some luck onto that.
No, that's good.
All right. So you fire at the guy in the driver, and he just sort of like gets out of the way, and your shot hits the buckboard next to him. All right. It is Lukark and then Mara.
All right. So the guy that's kind of skulking around that Septus sees. Do I see that guy?
Did you? What'd you get in that intelligence check I called for?
A 5.
No.
Okay, so some dude. What about the guys in the carts? Do they see me? Because I actually, I wanted to back into the crowd and kind of get.
Yeah, you said you got away a little bit. I will say that at this point you are kind of like, sort of like have backed away and have kind of like a bird's eye view of the fight.
Okay, so do any of these dudes see me?
I will say that. They like.
I want to get a backstab in.
You know what? Give me a luck check. Give me a luck check, and if you make it, you can take a crossbow. Yeah. Crossbow backstab at one of
I got it. I rolled a 9 on my 9 luck.
Outstanding. Yeah. You can fire at, I will say you can't get the guy on the buckboard because of where you're positioned, but you can get one of the 2 that are standing there waiting for a free shot on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take a shot one of the dudes with the crossbow. And all right. Do I get my backstab because he doesn't see me?
Yeah. This would be within one range increment, you get your backstab.
Ooh, in his face. Does a 19-20 hit?
Let me check. 20. Yes.
He's made
of steel.
5 points of damage plus the crit.
Wow, so that's this guy. All right, so go ahead and roll me that crit, cousin.
D10 on what table? Table 2?
You're table 2. You got to be table 2, right?
Yeah, table 2.
Oh,
all right. Ooh, 6. Wait, what's my luck? Never mind. Okay, so he's dazed. He's dazed, and his speed and actions are reduced by half.
All right,
so I don't know how you interpret that. But
that means he only gets to go every other round. He's gonna miss the first round.
That's the way I do it. Cool.
Yeah.
So I 5 points of damage. Is he even still up from that?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, he is.
But he's seeing stars.
Oh, I mean, he hollered out. That went real poorly for him. In fact, here's what's going to happen. The 2 of them are going to go ahead. They had that held action, and it's actually on 15, so they are going to actually turn around. So the 2 of them, the 2 guys that got off the cart, their new initiative is going to be a 15 behind Lukark, and they're going to spin around and try to. Well, let's say the one guy. The one guy is going to spin around and try to return fire on Lukark. But he can't go this round because he loses his action. So he turns around at you.
Yeah.
Like, and you can see.
He's still seeing stars.
Yeah. He's it's looking grim. But he is going to be on that round going forward. All right, except you can't have a held non-action. That whole thing is silly. He is looking over at you. Let's put it that way. Looking over at you with violence in his eyes. And that is when Mara does something morific. What you gonna
do? I'm gonna go for just a plain Jane with my short sword.
All right. Are you gonna go after one of? Okay. So essentially, you can go after the 2 that are maneuvered around to take a shot at Ka'a, and that can be either the wounded one or the unwounded one or the driver.
I'll go for the driver.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll on him.
16.
It's gonna hit. Give me some damage.
6 points of damage.
Yeah. So wow, you stabbed the mess out of that guy. He is still up, but you don't think he's gonna make survive that one. Hey, what's up, John? Look who's in that. Look who's in the chat room. Saying hey to everybody. What's up, everybody? Magic Mike and Roy. That's Tim. All right, cool. All right. So yeah, you run over and stab the guy on the buckboard, but he is still up and still in this fight. So it is Septus. So all of this activity and violence is enough to trigger off one of Septus's episodes. So suddenly, yeah, you kind of like your personality is, your new personality now is coming to effect, and you can go. What's Septus going to do?
I started doing a terrible Irish accent. No, I'm going to.
Changing his accent is a completely legitimate adventure thing that's been done before. I won't say by who. We're not talking about him tonight.
Well, I won't do that to you all, but what I will do is I will instruct Mino, my guardian rat familiar, to go and spook the horses, I believe are playing the card.
Okay.
I'll be like, go fuck them up. Like, go for the face, like basically, but not to like, just make them run off with the card. You can send it flying down the street.
All right. He will go over there and try to scare the horses off. I guess he could try to like jump on its face and kind of like go for its eye and try to freak it out like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right,
he is wearing horns. So
he is wearing little fake minotaur horns. That's
so he could gore them.
I was gonna say he could run and stab
Does he
him.
talk?
He can mentally speak with Septus.
So he can't talk because that freaked me out. The rats are talking.
Yeah.
Well, hang on then. The horns were not on the character sheet, so now I know he's got little minotaur horns. Definitely like the lead connecting them to the cart. You could like run along the lead and then like horn them right in the ass just to spark them to run off.
Nice.
So that would be my command. Then I will instruct him.
All right, he's gonna go over there and try to spook the horse away with an attack roll. All right, so go ahead and give me an attack roll for him.
Okay, this is +4.
Yeah.
19 total.
Outstanding. So roll me his damage. This is the horse.
Okay, D6. 1.
Okay. So 1 point, that's a nip. But I will say there's a chance that that it will run off. I will give him essentially like a modified morale check. Yeah, the horse is going to get a 16 and is going to hang tough. However, it is on its round. It officially is now entered into the initiative and is going to try to kill your rat. So we'll just see how that works.
Am I able to do an action as well, or is commanding Mino like the full turn?
I'm picturing you had to like get him out of your cloak and kind of like, woo, kind of. You had to yeet him over to the horses there. I'm looking for an excuse to do that word all day.
Sure. Okay.
So if the rat's on his butt, wouldn't the horse have to buck?
Yeah, and also the horses, I imagine, like strapped into the thing as well. I imagine.
All right, I'm just saying, if the horse is going to do that.
Oh yeah, it's going to be mayhem. Don't.
Okay.
This is not good for the car driver.
It's like if this horse is sentient and all of a sudden like, oh, I'm gonna help, I'm gonna have a problem.
he stands up on his back legs and draws his sword. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, develops opposable thumbs. Yeah.
He says, "Oh, sir, I don't like it."
I'm in 2 sessions where we have to invoke second edition rules.
Actually, he turns over to you guys and speaks in neutral. See, that's why I hate alignment languages. All right. So Septus has pitched horse or the rat forward and grabbed him out of there. I will say you can move if you want to. If you want to do you could use your move action, so you could go up to your movement rate in a direction.
Okay, then I'll just sort of like backstep a little bit because I'll probably use fighting hands next. I don't need to be too close. And I'll do it in the direction of the mysterious guy because I kind of want to check him out.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can kind of move up. Like backstepping would take you like up the stoop towards the door to the inn. So
okay.
You could do that, or because he's already right by you when you get.
Oh yeah, you're right. Pardon me, I got the space mixed up. Then I'll stay where I am.
All right, cool. All right, you stay where you are. All right, cool. All right, it is Ka'a.
All right. So I am going to go ahead and start pulling out. So Kai Halal has knocked me out of the way, thankfully. And I start, and I'm on the side here, and I'm pulling out my ointments, and I'm starting to rub them against my wrists. And I'm asking for Mog to help me as I start like sending spider web strands of force at my pursuers.
Gotcha.
And for the record, I did not start following Mog until I moved to Lankhmar. So this is not something that is like characteristically Ka'a from what they knew before. Just keep throwing that out there. So let's see what happens. Come on, Mog, help me. All right, so that's lame. So that's 5 points. Oh no, actually that's not bad. 10 plus 2. Oh, that's only a 12. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bump this up. I've got 2 fleeting luck. That can get me to a 14. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to spend both of my fleeting luck.
Nice.
Do you want
I rolled a 4. So I'm getting
sweetie. Hello.
5 magic missiles. How many people are currently attacking us?
All right, there are 2 standing there with crossbows. There's one guy. I gotta pick Choke here for a minute. There's 2 standing there with crossbows. There is one guy who is there, still driving the cart. And there's what did you get on that intelligence check from earlier?
Oh, I didn't actually make it. I thought it was for everybody but me. So let me go ahead and make that right now. I have a 9.
Yeah. All right. So, and that's all you see. That's all you recognize.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to have 2 on each of the crossbow folks and 1 on the cart driver.
Okay, do it up.
So for the and how much do they do? They do. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I misread this. It's a single missile. So it's a single missile. So one of the crossbow bolts people get 5 points of damage.
Okay, you want the wounded guy or the unwounded guy?
Wounded.
You know what? You take him out.
Damn right.
Nicely done. All right, that's fantastic. Good work. And we are going to go up the top of the order, and it is Kai Hala.
All right, so my plan is to. All right, so none of them have a held action anymore, right?
Yeah, he should have. Turns out he should have spent that action. He died from holding it. So. Okay.
And did what? So there's one guy still left. Is he the one who turned to face Lukark, or is he still facing the fight?
No, the one that turned around at Lukark is now perished.
Okay.
The other one is left. He's still like looking for an opening there with the crossbow. There's the other guy in the cart over there, and that's all you see.
So my plan is to pull a dagger, like I'm gonna stab Ka, and then lunge off of him at the guy to kind of like tackle that guy now with my knife.
All right, go for
it. 16.
Yep, that is gonna hit. Give me some damage.
All right. If I can find my dice, I have them like laid out and I still can't find them. 3 points of damage.
Okay, still up. But you shocked the mess out of him, and he's like, ah! The fight is going to continue. But that was awesome, and it is their turn. So that one takes a step backwards from you and is going to try to fire his crossbow at Kai Hala, who's now the threat to him. Is going to get an 18. You are going to take 6 points of crossbow damage. Wow. The driver is now that like the whole fight's come on, the driver is actually going to take a shot at Mara. And you know what? He actually is going to put his crossbow down and draw his short sword and try to zap, or dagger, excuse me, use his sword. Draws his dagger and is going to try to stab Mara with his dagger. That's a crit. So that is going to be the low damage.
Since when did Brendan roll well? This is not, I don't.
Rude.
Let's go back to the old way. We rolled well and Brendan did.
You feeling some kind of way today?
4 points of damage. I know that was maximum damage too before I get to my crit. Yeah, I had an exceptionally bad run of luck lately. I ran a game for ReaverCon yesterday, and oh boy, I mean, like the opponent, the players didn't have good dice luck, and I still couldn't put a glove on them, so I was rolling just donuts. But I'm on today apparently. All right, so that is this table. So that is going to be a low crit of. Oh yeah, brutal strike to torso plus 1d8 damage, and the foe. So he gets you so bad with that he actually breaks one of your ribs. You feel it go, and you take 2 more points of damage. That could have been way worse, but you've got like.
I was gonna have that rib removed anyway.
Is it corset season? Because
it is, yeah.
I got it. All right, and that is when.
Oh, so my total damage on that was 5. Is that correct?
No, it'd be 6. 4 plus 2.
Oh, my chicken scratch. Thank you.
No worries. But the last one, so he actually, the one that you had an eye on, he actually runs up the side of the, like runs up the stoop, so he's got some air, and he jumps up. He's coming down at Ka'a, and he says, "Death to revolutionaries" in Eastern talk. And here comes, and just rolls. So hey, I'm back, guys. He goes right over Ka'a, and sort of like lands on the other side of you. So he's now standing there right next to Ka'a with his knife out, but he did not connect with his attack. There you go. So that is how it is sometimes. So I like how I get everybody but Ka'a in the anti-Ka'a attack. So what are you gonna do? So it's Gon, Batar, and then Lukark.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the dude menacing Ka'a in his sword arm or dagger arm, hoping to make him drop it, or at least
you turn around, like 5 feet away.
I only got a 2 on the deed, but I did get a 16 to hit overall.
It's gonna hit. Give me some damage.
9 points of damage total.
Well, so I mean, like, he's in real bad shape at this point. Like, you don't get him in the arm, you wind up like hitting him in the side, and it goes deep, and you hear that noise that only happens when someone takes a shot in the lung, and he is officially panicked at this point, and they are maybe thinking better of this. But we'll see, though. They look like fanatics, so we'll see here in a minute. So nice job. Gon Batar really gets the sneak up guy. Hey, by the way, there's a sneak up guy. He just tried to attack Ka'a. Now everyone sees him. And he's about 10 feet from where Lukark is back there, like, you know, where you took your shot from. So he's totally in your range from where you're hiding out. And speaking of which, Lukark, your turn, and then Mara.
So I see this new dude that just came in and just
saw him by, and you know what? He's totally dressed like, well, the guys in the cart are all kitted out like completely like Eastern Land style, but that guy, he looks like a Ilfmar dock worker.
Does he? Oh yeah, really? Does he see me?
Oh, right now he only has eyes for the sucking chest wound that he.
Okay, so can I sneak up on him and stick a long sword into his back?
If you give me a good enough, you were kind of placed away.
Yeah.
Give me a 15 sneak silently check, and I'll let you.
15 sneak silently. Oh, I could do that. And I totally don't do that. I'm not going to waste any luck on that. Anyway, so I'll just
he
stick.
Looks up at you as if to say, "Look what happened to me!" Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So my dude, just some dude that came out of the crowd. I'll just stick him with the long sword.
All right, get him.
18.
Boom.
3 points of damage.
Yeah, you stab him. That's all he had. He goes down. Laying there like, he is. So now two of them are now dead. And there are 2 left. And it is Mara. Mara, the one on the buckboard, is still up. He's just stuck you with a dagger. What are your feelings about this whole dagger sticking thing?
I think when someone tries to kill you, you try to kill them right back.
Well said. I like to see it. Let's hit some numbers on the table.
That was the first lesson I taught my daughter when she was old enough to understand.
Aww.
The only lesson that is important.
Yes.
Do you have a new appearance?
Oh, hello.
Wait, someone
is that a
has to
point of
teach you
fleeting
that?
luck
That's not
for
supposed to be
Jeff, or
instinct?
What was that, Oliver?
is that a point of fleeting luck for Jeff, or taken from Jeff for the luck?
I gotta stay neutral on cats, because otherwise, like, we'll literally, you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna burn my 15 points of cat fleeting luck, and because
I can summon them. There's like 4 of them here.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, they'll just start showing up.
Okay.
And then dogs will get involved, and eventually.
I was going to say, I will call Ivy
We'll
right
just
now.
lift up 2 cats.
Do it.
I can't be having it.
Hey, we should get double points for cookie butter because
Cookie Bear.
Cookie Bear. Yeah. Why do I want to call him Cookie Butter?
I will add that to his list of names because his actual name is Checkers, but not anymore.
So a 13 to hit. Yeah.
13 is close.
All right. I'll burn luck.
All right. Burn a point of luck and damage.
5 points of damage.
He is still up, but
you had fleeing luck.
Yeah. That's. I just had the one. I burned it to hit.
All right. That's good to go. I see your wheels turning, Carmen. You're thinking, all right. Okay. So Mara retaliates, stabs and misses. The guy in the cart is now looking very rough. Septus and then Ka'a.
Okay. So sorry, I've been up since 4 a.m. We have 2 guys left.
Yes.
And one of them is the guy who was beside me and he stepped up.
Yeah.
And the other one is like the guy with the knife and the sucking chest wound who's near Jeff.
He's not too like the knife and sucking chest wounds from where you are up on the stairs. You could look over to your left and like see him. You could like swing around and kick him in the head if you wanted to. He's right there.
Yeah. You know, it's really tempting to bust out the flaming hands, but it seems like overkill. So I'm gonna kind of do like the old silent comedy thing of just walking up alongside him like I'm not actually part of this whole fight shenanigan, and then just when I get near him, just kind of like, I've got a dagger just in the ear and then back in my pocket, like nothing happened. So I'll give that a whirl, I guess.
All right, do that.
Plus 0. All right, let's go. 16.
Hey, give me some damage. The bump.
All right, D4. 4.
Oh, I made a mistake. Hey, let me retcon 1 second.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I'm doing it, man. It's all right. GM Fiat. The one that Kai Hala stabbed, or the one that Mara stabbed on the bookboard, the hit points are the wrong guy. And you killed him. He dies. He slumps over the front of the thing there and such. So, sorry.
Yeah, and I just like wipe my blade on my side and kind of put it away and then like step back to where I was if I can. Just like, nothing.
Casually, sure. Give me, first, give me the damage on that.
4.
That totally hit.
My total hit was 16.
Yep, I'm saying you totally hit. You totally get it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Cool.
Elder Skatch, I will not have you telling me French bar words in my own chat room. I'm kidding. I'm not sure. I'm sure I pronounced it incorrectly. How much damage? 4 rock and roll points of damage. All right. That guy that was the other one. He is 4. Yeah. He is going to stagger about and be almost dead, but not quite. And it is Ka'a.
Wait, hang on. How is Mino doing? Because he
you know what we didn't do?
Yeah,
we didn't do. You know what? He didn't. He didn't do enough damage to your horse when the horse got involved. He just looked back at him. But he might go. He can go this round though if you want to. Make it
if it's okay. Yeah, I know if I have to do the Charles Xavier, like Mino stab in the butt thing. But yeah, like if he can just keep working on his task.
Sure.
Also, Oliver, in case you don't know this, his name is Mino because he was rescued from a rat maze and he thinks he's a minotaur.
Oh, okay. All right. I can play to that. Yeah, no, I love it. All right. Okay, so I'll encourage him to keep going if I have to through like mental, whatever.
Yeah.
And let's see how he goes. He gets a total of 18 to hit.
Yep.
And he does 2 damage this time. he's working his way up.
Yeah.
Double the damage.
Yeah.
That's 3 points of damage though. That horse is going to notice at this point. Now, I know so it's, he'll go on, the horse is going to be on initiative 1, he'll be last. So it's Ka'a. There's only one left, he is injured. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw some Mog pellets at him. So I'm going to go ahead and do another magic missile with the assistance of my friend Mog. Okay. So that is a 19.
Ooh. That's some good magic missiling.
Yeah, that's going to give me a D4 magic missiles, 2, doing 1d4 plus caster level. So 3 and 7. 7 points of damage to the
last one standing. Yeah. He gets blasted off of his feet and he falls over and collapses. And everyone's going to get an experience point for dealing with these things. So fight or flight time. I'm going to make a morale check for Mr. Horse again. Yeah, he's going to try to buck and like knock the horse off, or knock the thing, the rat off of his butt. So give me a just roll me a d20 plus 1. This is essentially a strafe check for it to try to hang on.
6.
Yeah, he flea flicks your rat off. Rat takes 1 point of damage from hitting the pavement. Kadoosh. Hey, you know what? So people are kind of like crowded around now and watching, and like people are like, "Oh, what happened?" And one guy's like, "I saw it. They drove out of nowhere and tried to murder that man. That poor man with the leprosy."
I step forward and I get down onto my knees and I say, "It is because I, but a humble follower of Mog, I am greatly attacked for my beliefs as a follower of Mog. He is a great and powerful God that all must follow. And even though horrible evil men like these reach out of the shadows to attack us, Mog's voice shall not be silenced. Those who wish to know more about Mog, please join me in this sermon."
Says the one guy. So you're in the middle of your, for a minute there, you had them. They were all listening. And then the one guy points and screams out loud. You guys all look and you see that all 4 of all 4 of these like dead guys suddenly start moving up. They clearly are now, their eyes are all milky white, and they've got like, they're kind of at the staggering motions of like, of almost marionettes, and they kind of all get to their feet and they're all like looking around, and they all like, none of them, like their faces are all blank except for one and only to Kai Hala. Kai Hala, you look over at one and it is clearly the face of Preston. And he is like, my curse upon you all. I have spoken to death. Your name is in his book. Your name is in his book. And now they're all coming at you guys. So let's just keep same initiatives. It's actually Kai Hala can go first, top of the order.
Yeah. I was expecting an arrow to fly out of the crowd mid-preach on that one. He's like, "And Mog," and then like an arrow just hits him.
It'd be a can of like bug spray.
Yeah.
No.
Not no. Well, clearly, I think we know what I have to do. It is time to take Preston out. I'm going to dual wield I'm going to draw my longsword and my dagger, and I'm going to charge at him. His face has incited rage at me.
I hear you.
All right. Oh wow, a 3 and a 5. I don't think I'm gonna do much.
No, you know what happens? You actually like sliced him twice, but it doesn't seem to affect it. Like you're not getting purchase on him because he's. And like he looks dead to you. Like his wounds are such that you cannot imagine that he's up and around and being and like surviving.
Okay.
So it is their turn. So Undead Preston tries to goes after just a great big fist. Tries to like go for what we in the business would call a slam attack, and I'm going to get a 9 with that. I'm sure that doesn't hit. The one on the cart is going to spend his whole round like just getting off the cart and like stepping up, and he's going after Mara. He's kind of headed in that direction. The other one, I got 2 left. We don't know why, but one likes Lukark. Like one looks over at you and he's like, "Common man."
Well, I was about to. Was it the one that I shanked? Is it him?
He might have been. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so okay. Yeah, great. I was just about to pick your pockets, buddy.
Does a 12 get you?
12? No, does not.
Yeah. He throws a very awkward punch. And it does not get there. And the last one, going after Gon Batar. Gon still has his bow out, so he actually charges you and goes for a grapple. So give me a strength check versus a strength check. You need to give me an 8 or better, which is pathetic, but there you go. And you can add your D die to that too. So
I rolled a 19, so I'm not even going to bother.
yeah, he comes at you like, you just kind of stiff arm him and kind of like put him off your body. But at this point, people are screaming and running. The crowd are all headed out of there, and the horse freaks. And now you have a driverless cart just careening down the street. The back of it is swinging back and forth. It knocks over a bunch of garbage cans, threatens a bunch of pedestrians, and he is just heading his way down towards North Elkhmar, towards the waterfront. In fact, like headed towards the water. And you've seen horses in terror before. This horse is terrified of whatever's going on over there. So that is all of them, and it's Lukark. Lukark, I got an undead X ? Dock worker dress guy trying to kill you.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this guy for some reason.
I wouldn't be.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, just gonna try to stick him.
Get him.
Can't do anything fancy against this undead guy.
Stick him.
Oh, that is a 15 hit.
All right. Anybody in the chat room knows who that line comes from? I'll give everybody a fleeting luck point. Nobody in the game can actually participate. Just you shatters. 15. Yes, hits. Give me damage.
4 points.
Okay, you actually like rip him, and like part of his arm falls off, one of his arms. So you actually do like some structural damage to this thing, and he's kind of falling apart a little bit at this point.
But he's still standing and coming at me?
Yeah, he is now like his left arm. He put his arm up to block you. You took it off. He doesn't even look at it. He just brings his right arm around slowly to try to grab you. So that's it for Lukark. It's Mara. Mara, this one has shambled off of the cart right before it took off and, headed to parts unknown and is now trying to come over and kill you. What are you going to do about me?
How fast is he shambling?
Kreskin, Tony Hogard. Kreskin. He is not quite as quick as a living person, so.
All right, I will use my grappling hook and rope and hook it around his feet,
Gotcha.
So he's wound up like a mummy. Yeah.
Give me a range attack. I'm gonna say to get his legs wrapped up where he'll fall. Give me a 15.
Okay.
Correct.
9.
It's a tricky maneuver. Like it kind of like dings off of him, but it doesn't catch. You know what I'm saying? So he just keeps coming. So it is Septis and then Ka'a.
Okay, so whichever undead is closest to me, I'm just gonna let rip with flaming hands. Just gonna get in there and do what I can to burn the undead.
Yeah, gotcha. The closest one is going to be the one that's actually going after Lukark. That's like from where you can get purchased to. So go ahead, give me an attack.
All right, let's give it a whirl. D20 plus 3, and I'm going to throw in my point of fleeting luck. Why not? That I earned earlier.
Throw in a point of fleeting luck. Well, you are a rock star, sir, and I can't wait to see what you get.
D20 plus 4. 7. So nothing comes out of my fingers. I curse in an Irish accent, but yeah, we move on.
Well.
Oh, and I mentally I'm like, Mino, get over here if I've got room for that. I want to put him back in my pocket. You can say.
You know what, Mina? This is a maneuver that Mina is very comfortable with, and is now going to run up your pants leg and make his way into your pocket.
Shiver. Okay.
The first couple of times, but now you guys are a team, so.
Yeah, no, I just like doing the dance. I like the excuse.
I got you.
Know?
Ooh, yeah. I got rats all over me. Ooh. Yeah, I got you. All right, so that was Septis. It is Ka'a.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and as Carmen put, I'm going to plain Jane this and send another magic missile because it's my go-to move right now. Right. Yeah. Is there one that's especially threatening me at the moment?
The closest one to you is actually the one that is effing with Kai Hala. Like because you guys are right by each other, so that's like say 10 feet away from you. But none of them are actually going after you specifically.
Perfect. I'm going to go after the one that is hanging out with Kai.
All right.
And that's not bad. That's a 16. So on a 16, It's a single missile that does a D4 plus caster level. Oh, I rolled a 4, so that's a 5. 5 points of damage on that one.
Okay, that was very effective against. It's still up, but like you can tell, like you can see as its mana is sort of like is eking off of this undead, horrifying thing. However, it is still up and in this fight. It is round 1. The horse disappears at this point. It just literally takes off down the street. No one's inside the cart, and it just we never to be seen again. So let's top of the order. Kai, I got a wounded one in front of you in the face of an old enemy. And it's like saying, it's like, it's now just saying death, death, death.
Yeah, it's like, as Mara so brilliantly put it, plain Jane, dagger longsword to the face.
All right. Boom, boom.
A 15 and a 13.
That's actually 2 hits.
Yes. All right. Gotta find my dice again. I don't know how I lose them. Like they're right
there. They're right behind your head.
Yeah. Total of 9 points of damage.
Okay, you kill that one and get yourself a point of fleeting luck.
Need that.
Like a time card falls out of his pocket. So all right, so fight is going to continue. It is their turn. There are 3 left. Lukark, that one on you swings at you with his only remaining good arm. Just going to go for a straight arm punch. He is going to get a total of 17.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah, you are going to take 3 points of damage. He just socks you one. Bam. And then, Tim, the one that's going after you is once again going for that grapple. So give me your strength check plus your deed die. And I'm going to get an equally crappy 7 this time. Even more crappy, I think, than I got last time. But still, he's going for it.
Yeah, I got 11.
Yeah, so you are going back and forth with him. And then the last one. The last one is the guy off the cart walks over to where Mara is. She's not, you can run, but you can't hide.
She noped out of that one.
Yeah, she did. Got a 17, and we'll take 3 points of damage for just a straight hand punch when she gets back. So I'll put in the. All right, no problem. So we don't forget.
I'm gonna guess she's down because she took 6 points last time.
Oh.
Possibly, very possibly. So we'll let's assume for now. Because I think you're right, but I don't exactly know. So it is Gambatar.
All right, so this guy's grappling me. I'm going to use some of my Mingol wrestling skills to duck to the side, right? And then draw my sword. My deed is to be, and I know I'm not going to be able to roll high enough to actually behead him, but since this thing is undead, I'm attacking towards the head area. You know what I mean? I'm trying
Gotcha. I got you.
I get a 3, and I got a 7, that's 10, 12 total to hit.
Ooh, that's real close.
Real close, 1 if I spend a point of fleeting luck. All right, I'll spend that point of fleeting luck.
All right, give me the damage.
So that's 10, 11, 12.
Okay, you use your wrestling thing, get around, draw your sword, turn around, you give him you execute the flying swallow turn, and yeah, sure enough, head comes off of his body, and piece lands over here, piece lands over there. So that was this one. Okay, there are 2 left, and angry are they? And that is at Mara. So Carmen, while you were off stage, you took 4 points of damage from.
I'm down.
All right, yeah. So Mara is down. So it is Lukark and
no.
Oh boy! So I see Mara go down. Yeah. I'm still fighting. This is still the same dude fighting me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wounded,
so
still bloody but
keep
unbound.
fighting this guy until I take him down. Okay. 15 again.
Boom.
6 points of damage.
Yeah. You know what? This time you actually
Longsword.
Yeah. You follow Ganbatar's lead and go for this thing's head and just cleave its head, a big chunk of it off. Brain exposed to the city, and he falls over. Oof.
Is there anyone near Mara?
There is one. The one that punched Mara down is now stepping over her, and it looks like it's getting ready to go after the rest of the group, headed towards somebody who's not in a fight yet.
Don't worry about me. Just like finish them off.
It's coming up the walk at Septus. Actually, you're 1 round away from a death save. So, or what do you call it? So actually,
I'm like a fainting goat. I'm fine.
No, is there something I can do? Because I still have a move.
You can move. You can move over there, but like, yeah. And next round, you'll have 1 round beyond this. So next round.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right.
Or now, I'm gonna use my move to start heading to the next dude. That way, I'll be there when it's my turn.
All right, yeah. You can either head at the one that. Yeah, there's only 1 left. So yeah. The one that knocked Mara out is now
ready to go after
making his way towards Septus, like getting ready to come up the stairs at you.
Well, I'm going to intercept that. I'm going to get in between.
All white eyes. All right. So you can. I will say for your move action, you can get in the way and be standing in front of Septus. So to arrest his forward progress. Yeah,
because I doubt Septus will be able to take the hit.
I mean, only one way to find out. So, but we're not there yet because it's that was Lukark. So this is Mara. This is round 1, Mara down, and then it is Septus.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I think. Well, if Lukark is stepping in for me there, thank you. Are you guys playing with the rule where like liquor helps revive people?
Yes. Okay,
well, sounds like a good thing to take advantage of then. I'm going to, as much as my turn allows me, trying to run over and grab Mara to drag her into the tavern.
Okay, gotcha. So you can run over there and get to, I'll take your full round because you have to like walk around that fight and come down the steps, but you can get over to where Mara is, and then, I mean, next round is going to need, really to revive her, the best thing you can do for Mara right now will be to spend a luck point on your next round to revive her, and that'll get you back 1 hit point, I believe.
Yeah, if she's at 0, it'll bring her back to
1 hit point. Yeah. So and then other than that, we're getting into luck checks, and then and then ruh-roh. So. All right, but you know what though? It's all good though, because gosh knows things can happen. Anything can happen in a fight. It was Septus is now Ka'a. Ka'a, there is 1 left. He is now standing right in front of Lukark and getting ready to get into melee with him.
All right, I'm going to start anointing these beautiful supple wrists of mine and start throwing a magic missile that way. I don't know why I want to hold all of my dice to roll them, but I do.
I don't mind. That clatter is pleasant, so go for it.
It is. And then also, if I have to roll a D4 or something else, it's already rolled. Like, it's right here. I love it.
Very satisfying sound when I hit the table.
Reminds me of my old Champions days.
That's a 13. 1 point of damage.
Oof. All right. So he takes 1 point. It's still up. But, hey, magic missile. Nobody likes that. Speaking to Kai Hala, your turn.
Yeah, I am going to step back and take a second to revive myself.
Gotcha. Spend that luck point, roll your die 6, and we'll keep moving on. It is this thing's turn. It is going after Lukark. It swings back like a big old double-fisted, slam attack against Lukark, and is going to get a crappy 11. Does the crappy 11 get you there, sir? You sure?
I dodge. Some dude just dodges out of the way.
Some guy, just some random, average, mild-mannered fellow gets out of the way of that fight.
See my stats.
And that's when Gon Batar can get in there for some.
All right, so that one that remains, I want to get him as far away from Mara as possible, since I see Septus and those guys going over to drag her unconscious body out of the way. So I'm just gonna. My deed, I'm kind of like pointing the sword forward, but I'm trying to do like a pushback, right? So I'm like trying to I'm slamming into him as hard as I can, sword
knocking him out in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Can
I get on my hands and knees behind him, and then he can knock me over?
if you had the initiative.
Oh jeez, man, my rolls are garbage. No, I only got like a 7 total.
Yeah, he gets out of the way there and almost steps on Lukark's fingers. It's like, No, I'm kidding. That didn't work out, but you know what though? It's now Lukark's turn. So you are there over the unconscious form of Mara. What are you gonna do?
Septus went to grab Mara.
Oh yeah, you're still fighting the thing. That's right.
Yeah, I went to distract the thing from attacking Septus or
That's
Mara.
right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy if I can. I don't have any fancy moves, but 17 should hit.
Yep, that's pretty fancy.
8 points of damage.
Oof, that's all kinds of fancy. Yeah, you kind of like jump up in the air, bring your thing down, and like split this thing's skull, and it dies. You look around, everybody else in the street has run. Everyone gets 2 points of experience for that fight, and everybody else is like scattered. Like the people screamed and ran off down the street, and people are genuinely terror. They have just in terror. They have just seen something horrific.
I'm gonna rifle through this guy's pockets.
Okay. Yeah. So.
He's obviously not gonna talk.
Yeah. I will say we
might come back again. You don't know.
What now?
Said he might come back again. You don't know. He could.
Well, I chopped his head off.
That which is dead may never die, or whatever, right? So
something like that.
Actually, and I was thinking the same thing that Kai was just thinking. So I think while Lukarch is looting the bodies, I'm going to be preparing a torch to start like burning them.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So Lukarch, you go through all. You're going to get a total of 19 silver smurdukes. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But also inside, and one of them has a rolled up scroll.
All right. Can I take a peek?
Sure. Go for step dissolver.
Oh, I was going to say, should I be maybe spending that fleeting luck point to revive Mara, or can I drag her into the inn and just start pouring liquor down her throat, or both?
I'd start off with that luck point, or again, we're getting into death things. So spend
okay, well, yeah, last fleeting luck point done.
All right, Mara, 1 hit point back. Lukarch, you look at that scroll, and it has got a little handwritten dossier on Ka'a with a drawing of him and a drawing of him with the mask on there. And it's like Ka'a, the betrayer, revolutionary, and then it has a short list of his crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of stuff. And then last scene, staying at the Mouse and Fiddle Inn.
It's all a big misunderstanding.
I'll show. I'll just pocket it for now. I'll show it to him later because I'm sure we're going to go to the bar after this. We were headed to the tavern anyway, weren't we?
Yeah, you guys were going out for a bite.
Yeah, we need more than a bite now.
Well, maybe you were, maybe you weren't, but you certainly did. So
seems to find us.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so I have made sure I'm tracking correctly, I still have Septus as having 1 fleeting luck, so I could be wrong. I have Kai Hala as having 2, and Lukarch having 1. All right, so Septus, you're at 0.
Just use it to revive my strength.
Right.
Are we boring you, Brendan?
Yeah. Dude, it's been this is a ReaverCon weekend, man. I'm like, I didn't even like do a marathon session, but a lot of prep, and I had an AMA. I get aid a lot of things, so I had to.
You got aid in the aid? Yeah, I don't know.
Hey.
So, this is Lankhmar. It's not a family show.
When Lukarch shows me this dossier on me, does it explain what my mask looks like?
We'll see when you see it. We'll see if when it gets busted out.
Yeah, we'll bust it out when we get inside. Are we drawing a crowd? Is a crowd returning?
No, people have fled. I mean, they saw the dead get up and rise. Yeah, it's like, say, getting like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's purple shadows,
People are starting to sparkle because it's twilight.
Oh.
Well,
you should probably get the hell out of Dodge after that.
He's Batman now.
I will turn this game around.
I'm gonna spend actual luck to heal.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I need to heal. How does that work?
Can I give fleeting luck to heal?
I have.
Yes, you can give fleeting luck to heal, and if you burn a point of luck, you get to roll your hit dice, and if you have alcohol involved in that, and take like a little rest of that, then you can do it and also add your stamina modifier.
And your level.
And your level.
Okay,
Sorry,
then I'll wait for that.
Yeah, we can get to the bar.
but-
Gotcha.
Don't burn your actual luck. I'll give you a point of fleeting luck to heal. I had 2.
Thank you.
I got 1 fleeting luck, and I'm gonna wait till we go inside. Are we done out here?
Yeah,
I would be I'll catch up with you guys. So Gamatar is like, well, first I want to check what's the law of Ilthmar? Like, are we like in a slummy area, or like can we expect like a town guard or militia to be showing up after?
Eventually, yeah. You guys are in a semi-slummy area, but not like a slummy area. You're about like 2 miles south of the docks. So it's like it's warehouses, there's bars. You found the most like low key place to hide in.
But no one's asking questions about these bodies yet, right?
When at first they just saw that these 4 people showed up and tried to assassinate Ka'a, and then they all got up and started to be evil undead creatures, and that's when everybody ran like bunnies. So they all just disappeared. So no one's asking. People are running. So like you heard like the door of the inn that you guys came out of is locked behind you guys. Like so like people are just
Oh,
terrified.
so we can't even get in the inn?
No, I mean maybe you're.
I start knocking on the door.
The innkeeper's like, "What's going on out there?
We saved you. We saved you.
It's a pull door.
Come in.
Yeah.
And he opens the door like, come.
Yeah, I'm like, we earned a free round is what happened.
Yeah.
Protected your establishment.
We've protected your city from religious discrimination.
Is that what that was? Bloody heathens.
Yeah, customary from the land of 8 cities, the nearest establishment has to supply a round of libations.
Same with the Eastern lands. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
you too. Oh, yeah, we share a lot of culture.
Customary in Ilthmar, that excuse works exactly once. So,
we shall use it exactly once.
There you are. Come on.
Now.
So they let you guys in, they lock the doors, and they close the shutters, and you guys have the main room of the Mouse and Fiddle all to yourselves. And he brings around to his credit, even though the barman is only going to give you guys 1, he pours everybody like a rimmed wine cup of their specialty sour wine, and puts one out in front of everybody.
All right.
Aswin, Ka'a, what did you do? Like, what did you do?
I thought for sure that they were from the Thieves Guild when they sprung from the back of that cart, but when they rose from the dead,
it's all a big misunderstanding.
Yeah. I lay it out so everybody can see.
It
says right here.
Really, really good thieves. Like they've stolen life from death.
Was that written in like Low Lankhmarese, or is that written in a special language?
The write up about Ka'a.
Yeah.
That is all in Desert Talk.
Yeah, so no good for me.
Yeah.
So we can read it out loud for you guys. I'm gonna be like,
all right. And to answer your earlier question, Jeff, they have basically they have a pretty good sketch of you, what you look like without a mask on, and then they have an older picture of you. You know what I mean, like some from back in the day. And then they actually have a sketch of you with the mask you got from our last adventure. Like they have like a drawing of that mask. So it's not described at all; it's just sketched.
So it's very recent that you're still being hunted.
Yes. Mara, is there any chance that you could update my mask with some new features so that I will no longer be the subject of religious discrimination?
Yeah, I would love to do that. Okay, so I'm going to try to disguise him further.
Sure.
So Kai Hala, you can read this thing?
Yeah.
Where do we it's a total hypothetical question. But where do we bring Ka?
Yeah. Like, just curious, if we were to go on a trip, where should we avoid going? Because
if we were trying to avoid the E-ward ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If if it's okay, I'm going to be Septus's personality for this session will be Gross Dude. I'm going to let Mino sip from the wine. He earned it. And then I actually speak desert talk, so I'm going to lean over, like ponderously over the document, like I'm really doing serious, consideration. But then I just dip my fingers in the wine and add stink lines to the illustration. Of course. Little red. Just use my spit in the wine, rub it in. Like this.
Carmen,
now it's a
what'd
bit
you get from? What'd you get from
17.
Yeah, you know what that mask needed? Eyebrows and cheekbones. That's a totally different workover now. Like,
all about contour.
You break the top off a little. It's more rounded, and now it's more like.
You gotta really snatch the nose.
Don't tell the men we can shapeshift. They'll call the church.
The church.
Amazing. But I do warn anybody who, if you are considering turning me over to these people for the reward that they offer on my head, I will also let you know, again, this revolution was an accident. I did not mean to lead it, but I will let you know they are not to be trusted, and they are known to put the heads of people who come to them snitching on spikes.
Snitches get spikes.
Just saying.
We would never. Pa, I just saved your life. If I wanted you to be turned in, you would be dead on the ground right now.
I believe that. I believe that indeed. I trust you all, and I also trust that you do not want to be caught in Mog's spider web in the afterlife, forever having Mog suck all of the fluids from your husk. I trust all of these.
Don't you always tell us that we're already all in Mog's web and it's all connected? So I mean, really, there's no point.
We're caught in the cosmic web together. That's very different than having your husk constantly drained for all of eternity.
Like a Capri Sun.
Yeah, you really have this priest thing down. Do what I say or eternal suffering. All right. Well, does it say where to turn him in? Not to turn you in, but so we know who specifically is hunting you, because that might help.
It just has the instructions. However, it's certainly somebody who has. You're right. It must be recent, and it knew that you were whoever the author is. Speaks desert speak, and knew that you were staying here in the. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the light down. Knew that you were staying here at the Mouse and Fiddle.
There's nothing saying on there like about them making a pact with some kind of dark power and rising from the dead or anything like that.
No, nothing to that effect. This, in fact, this looks like the kind of thing you would give an assassin. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't look like there's nothing of the mystical about it whatsoever.
Well,
I think Shilba's to blame for that.
Yeah, of course you do. Shilba is amazing just because she wanted the mask. Doesn't. Well, where do we go from here? Do we get out of Ilfmar and try Lankhmar again, or do we figure out what this is, or is this just something we let Ka deal with?
Are we on the lamb?
I mean, do you feel that these guys are more?
Oh yeah, you're on the lamb. Did I mention? Yeah, you're totally on the lamb.
How far reaching is the memory of Lankhmar? Like when do we think we could go back?
It's the Thieves Guild. I don't know.
Does Lankhmar ever forget?
That's a complicated question. What you're really hoping is that Lankhmar, and specifically the Thieves Guild, and those who are there to do your wrong, get distracted by some other thing that takes priority over it all.
They'll forget.
So hopefully Foster and Grey Mouse will do something while we're gone.
Yeah, while you're gone. I'm picturing as every time y'all leave the city, they show up. So it's like, you walked out just in time to miss lean times in Lankhmar. You know what I'm saying? So,
which means we're never seen in the same place at the same time. So maybe we all are Fafford and the Grey Mouse.
It's like Cher and Meatloaf.
Voltron style. Y'all like come together and.
Did you just say Cher and Meatloaf?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Is that about Cher and Meatloaf?
Yeah. I never shared Meatloaf. What was the question?
Well, why don't we be proactive, and why don't we create that shenanigan, something that will go from Ilfmar to Lankhmar to distract everybody? Is it sure there's some rat god related thing we could get up to? I've got a rat. I mean, that's all you need, right?
I was gonna say fake Ka's death. That was my plan.
Yeah, we'll fake his stuff.
We could murder somebody and then dress them up like the old Ka'a.
Yeah.
On the
we already have like 4 dead bodies outside, right?
Yeah. Did any of them look like Ka'a without the mask?
Do you think
so
we're gonna?
We just got to really make over Ka'a, give him a new name.
He had a mask on, and they knew him. Like, do we think we're gonna fool them?
Well, they recognize the mask.
Give the body the masks.
Oh yeah, put the mask on some other body,
and then drag it in.
Yeah, but where's it? Yeah, I'm down. It's a good idea.
This has worked in so many 80s action movies.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. It's
Weekend at Bernie's is a reverse Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, they're like, "That's not God." And we're like, "Oh, he fooled us," and then we walk out.
Ack.
Yeah, it's a ack.
Yeah, I just think, "Oh, he fooled us," and then we walk out if they don't buy it. We'll get him next time. Or we cause a distraction.
So, do they have any? I start making friends with people who work here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to hook up, get some of that hard liquor stuff for later use.
And I'm really liking this plan of faking my death.
You know what? Like, yeah. I will say, yeah. They will gladly sell you a bottle of brandy, which is the hardest thing that they carry. For 2 silver smurdics.
2 silver smurdics?
It's a bottle. And that's it. Everything here is crazy expensive. It's like Ilfmar is, it's like going to Chicago. You know what I mean? And like all of a sudden
Chicago's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we just spent $100 on hot dogs. It's like
all right, so I got a bottle of brandy for 2 silver smurd.
I was gonna say I'll split it with you if you don't want to spend all that.
No, I totally afford it because I just took it off this dude outside. The guy outside paid for it. Yeah, he's buying. In fact, I buy a bottle for us to share. Can they afford that?
I got plenty of gold if you need help.
No, it's only 2 volps, silver volps for a bottle of
I feel like we shouldn't go around flaunting
wine.
our money. We already have people after us, and we're like, this is nothing. We can buy all the brandy.
The door is locked, right?
Right now,
those are the people we're going to shank.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a private party, though.
I'm just saying, word gets around. People work here, talk to other people.
I think we should definitely move though. We can't stay where we've been staying. We should either go stay outside the city and camp, or we should change locations to a different inn if there is one.
Well, whoever sent this out has to be somewhat nearby to know where we are. So I feel like
they know we're here.
It's just going to happen again. I feel like we need to figure out who's watching us to figure out where we are.
But we can still fake Ka'a's death in the meantime.
Yeah, I think that's it.
What does they say about the best lies have a grain of truth? Can we?
I'm gonna go AFK for 1 minute. Everyone, keeping entertaining.
I'll stab Ka'a lightly, so he's mostly dead, and then
we just have to remove his face and put it on someone else.
Yeah.
I can also do a face-off plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
We find Nicolas Cage somewhere in Ilfmar.
Yeah, face off at Bernie's. Yeah.
Let's start it off right away. Let's dress up one of the dead dudes out front with Ka'a, dress him up as Ka'a, put the mask on him, put his body on him, and just let other people find his dead body out there.
True.
Yeah.
Ka'a, how attached are you feeling to your face? Would you care if we sliced that, or?
Ka'a's face is fine.
Are you still muted, Jeff?
Yeah, at this point, I'm really not that attached to my face. We can totally do it if we'd like.
All right, I'm thinking we grab a body, throw the masks on it, try and make it look like Ka'a, leave it out there, change location, and watch who watches us from now on.
That's a good plan.
Okay. Is that what y'all do?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get up to start headed toward the thing. Just as everyone gets up from the table, the chandelier over the table falls, crashes into the table. If you guys had gotten up a second later, it would have broken someone's jaw as this thing fell down in front of y'all.
Looking up, is there like a hole in the ceiling, or did it just
No,
like,
it
happen
looks
to
like it just
fall,
kind of
or-
came out. The owner runs out. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Are
what
the bottles
hell?
of brandy okay?
you still have those, like,
Okay.
Hmm.
Hi,
Your
Judy.
faulty decor almost murdered us.
Get
Yeah.
out of my place.
You
Get out
owe
of
us
here.
another round.
I'm not giving you crap. Get out of my place. Go. The bunch of you. Get out of here. You're bad luck. I can smell it on you. It's bad luck all over you. Go, 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 go.
More religious discrimination. I
I'm
can't
gonna-
stand it. I'm
Your
leaving.
bad luck,
I was just
Masky.
gonna go over there and be like, "Ooh, bad luck gonna get you," and like try and like.
While the barkeep is going off, I'm going to steal a jar of his pickled eggs.
Pickpocket check. 12 or better.
He already hates us. What's the harm at this point?
19.
Just brazenly take it. Don't even pickpocket it. Be like, these
Yeah.
are mine now.
Yeah, I'm just raising it. Yeah.
I did it again. I can't stop. All right.
We're great guests until you try and kick us out. Then we're just like knocking tables over. Like,
Making a
Fine.
pickpocket roll. I'm just taking a bar stool and leaving with it.
If you
take
go
this.
for a bar stool, you're fighting. He's gonna grab that. Try to grab it off you. He's scared of Gombatar, but not terrified.
I feel that Mara should get a point of fleeting luck for stealing pickled eggs. Come on, what do you think?
Thank you.
I don't know about that. If you eat 50 of them, then we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
did she steal 50? Because then I think we'll eat 50.
50.
Why did it have to be
Someone
50?
once gave me $50 to eat a pickled egg.
All right, hey, look, cool hand Luke is my standard, and you gotta have standards.
I'm gonna get up looking all offended, just kind of like crossed arms, but I'll mentally command Mino to replicate the gesture of crossed arms and looking offended, coming out of my pocket. And as I walk past the innkeeper on the way out, I'll just be like, well, do you have any other places to recommend that we could stay?
Yeah. Lankhmar, you foreign trash. Get out of here.
With that,
Wow.
table flip out the door.
Ah, you bunch of...
Man, the hospitality industry has really gone downhill.
Yeah,
I slammed
I
the
thought
door.
you guys worshipped rats. Like, come on.
No,
We're
I
getting
leave the door
destroyed
open.
on Yelp.
Bama the owl on the top of my staff leaves a few pellets behind. As
Oh, damn. That's harsh.
And I
You
don't
guys have
slam the door. I
rats.
leave it open as we leave.
Tony, that's awesome.
Hollywood style. Don't even close the door. Just leave the door open.
I was gonna break the lock. You don't even get to lock it anymore.
Let's take the door. Let's take the door.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
gonna take it right off the hinges.
This
All
guy.
right,
We
this-
really-
door.
We really don't handle rejection well.
I'm gonna say if we need some quick coin to rob somebody, this guy's top of the list now. So.
Yep.
One thing, though. Everyone give me a intelligence check as you guys leave.
Oh gosh.
18.
18.
Hey, that's my strong suit.
6.
The,
18 for both the wizards.
I'm too busy flipping tables.
I'm trying to figure out how to take this door.
When you walk outside, it's almost as if all of the dead folks out there are in different positions. So as you come out the door, they're all like looking directly at it with their dead, crazy eyes, all milked
All right,
over.
let's get out of here.
This one might be on me, guys. Thinking about it, he did say my name's on death's list. This part might be on me. The initial attack, 100%. This one might be me.
Does anybody have any spare rope? Because I've used up my flaming hands for the day, so rope work is like the most combat-oriented spell I've got.
You can use my rope.
Oh, excellent, thank you.
Yeah, at a high enough number, you'll just make your own rope. It'll
Oh, okay.
it'll-
Well, I guess we're not in initiative yet, but I was thinking about maybe making a length of rope kind of wrap around the dead guys, if I can go for that, just to kind of hold them back.
Entrails are good rope too.
yeah, you can.
True,
you can
yeah,
make
no, I'll
a
cut
rope
up
work
and
check
wrap
to
them.
do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
All right,
D20 plus 3, I'm out of luck. Let's see what happens. 19 on rope work.
Yeah, we don't even need to get into the book. So yeah, you can make
Okay.
the rope like appear.
Oh,
and
it
then
does
sort of,
appear, yeah.
wrap them up, and binds up their inert forms pretty good.
If you want to really destroy their morale, you have to make it so like two of them are tied together and they have to do the whole team building thing where you have to like try and get out of it, but you're like tied together. That would really take them down for a while.
Oh, if I'm
That's
there,
hilarious.
While he's doing that, I would like to take the hinges off the door, just to take them off.
Gotcha. The next time someone goes in, they're just gonna come off. You know, so that's hilarious. All right. So where do we head after this?
Well, I want to scoop out their eyes with a spoon.
All right. Just takes a minute.
What?
We've really taken a turn lately.
Look, it's been a long week and I have finals.
Fair. Gotta get it out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got eight zombies.
I put them in the jar of the pickled eggs.
Oh, that's gonna be
I'm
bad
looking forward to
mistake
having
one
some of
day.
those.
Amazing.
I
So
mean,
It's like Russian roulette, but with eyeballs.
yes.
You use
Brendan,
them long enough.
as far as where we're gonna go, I'm gonna keep an eye out for, any like derelict or abandoned buildings that look like they might be defensible, or if there are other inns along.
Yeah, you guys wander around. Give me a luck check to find something low. Find something that you can like low key that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it by a lot.
You know what? The answer comes to you really quickly. Like, so you start heading off down towards like the edge, like the warehouse district, and there's this half burnt out building that like only the ground floor is left on. Like the top story is completely burnt out. Yeah, you kind of like look in the window. The inside, I mean, it looks sooty and fire damage, but it's still, and the door it's got a front door, so it's defensible.
So what if we like tried to stage a fight with Ka and we're like, Ka, you almost got us killed. Get out of here. And then he goes to an inn and we watch to see like who comes in and out, like who's watching him.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We hate you now. And then we separate and just hide nearby.
Haley,
That might be
you need some good counter intel, counter ambush stuff.
Thank you.
Um,
Should we like next to this burned down building, I guess, is there like an inn like a few like buildings over or anywhere nearby where we could like watch from the burned roof?
You know what? It seems like this whole area of town is a little bit derelict. Mostly, you are in the area now where there are a lot of shanties. There are folks here who are sleeping rough. The couple of buildings that are okay.
I was like, we could just have Ka stand outside, like a block away, like he's like lost as to what to do, and we're just watching them from there. Like he's doing the Charlie Brown walk. Like
And I blame Herbert Hoover for everything that's happening in this area.
All right.
Come on, that's a point of luck. Come on.
I think there are people like sleeping all nearby, right?
Yeah, this is an area of town where there's a lot of folks who are out here sleeping rough. By the time you guys get here, it is 10 o'clock. So winos are starting to wind down. There are people sitting in squatting in alleyways and in dwarves and around places, just try to, some of them passed out, some of them passing a bottle around. A lot of them put their hands out to you for gold as they as they pass by.
So
as y'all pass by.
Do any of them look like they're from the Eastern Lands? As someone who's from the Eastern Lands,
D20, roll low. You might find somebody might get lucky.
that's a 1.
Yeah, you definitely. There's like a one of like the famous holy beggars of the Eastern Lands is out there, like like out
Right,
there,
well,
like
I didn't want anyone to be from the Eastern Lands, but that's
I see what you're saying.
we'll deal with that.
If that's what you're looking for, look, yeah, then we'll say there are no people
Okay.
here from the Eastern Lands. Bunch of
Then I'm gonna start yelling in desert talk at Ka, like, go get out of here, but like trying to make a scene, but I'm gonna be like just talking to him, like saying normal things, like yelling, but like, we're gonna watch where you go and see if we can see who's following you.
Gotcha.
We'll be with you the whole time, and then at the end, like Marnie's gonna say, "Get out of here, we hate you," and like,
Get out of here, you big dummy.
yeah, you're the worst, man. Doo-doo head.
I'm trying to remember the Charlie Brown song when he would walk away like that. There was a specific Vince Guaraldi song, and I can't get my head to it. All right, so where is Ka gonna go at this point as he dramatically slumps off?
I guess what are my options? Like what's
I mean, you've got this. You are you belong to the city. You know what I mean? Like you're out here in the middle of Ilfmar. You are headed to like in the east section there. You're in kind of a rough part of town, but you can go back downtown. You can go up towards the waterfront. You can go find another inn. leave outside and sleep, go out of the wall. It's like they don't charge. They charge to get in the city, but it's nothing to leave. So you could from here, you could go to the east wall and go outside and sleep rough. I mean, you guys had options. When you were yelling back and forth, did you guys?
Tony Hogart just said, "Screw you guys, I'm going home," from Artman.
All right, new rule. This is part of the player mutiny rules of 2nd edition. Every time Tony makes Brendan laugh, we all get luck.
Nice.
I'm gonna give everybody get a luck point this one time. Everyone take a point of fleeting luck. That was really funny.
I'll take it.
Way to go, Tony. Cartman.
I'm gonna assume we had like an in-depth conversation because like there was no harm.
You could have come up with a rendezvous.
Yeah, like
in time.
Go to this inn, and I'm not gonna say names because obviously names translate through any language. But I'm like the one, 3 buildings down from, like it used landmarks.
Well, the one by the statue of the big rat statue.
Yeah. It's like we'll be there to watch you, but get out of here. We're gonna separate to see who's following you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're going over. I'm meeting them over at the Rat and Pony.
The Rat and Pony. It's got a picture of Septus's rat like biting a horse butt.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just inspired, brand new inn, just opened, new, freshly painted sign. Yeah, inspired by recent events.
They saw the fight and they're like, you know what we should do? Paint the sign.
That's a rat and something we haven't done yet.
They actually had a rat and pony, but now there's vandalism of little horns on the rat.
Yeah, Mino's the one actually doing the vandalism.
Yeah.
Gotta update this historical fence.
It was actually originally called Pat and Tony's, but then they just made it over it.
That's hilarious. They stole all the letters from the post office too. All right, so so we'll say that you guys do that, and then we will cleverly sneak apart and then meet back at that rendezvous point. Okay. Everybody, give me an intelligence check on the way there.
Yeah, 13.
16.
Okay.
5.
16.
Dirty 1.
31.
Oh no, we all lose our fleeting luck.
Dirty one.
Dirty one.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 -1.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You know what, Kai? As you guys are walking there, so this city mostly you get like seabirds here. You get like gulls and little brown chickadee things and that kind of thing. But like as you guys are walking, like suddenly you are seeing vultures, just like literally, like overhead, where you never see vultures in this city. And like pretty soon, it's pretty clear that they are following y'all. Just staying overhead, but kind of like drifting around in like lazy circles. And like Kai, you didn't notice, but they're also like they followed you, but you didn't notice. But Kai, Hala, you noticed that they are following your part of the group, that they are like in the air overhead and like heading over that way. Hello.
I probably just want my eyeballs.
Might be my bad on that one, guys. I am cursed, so this could be.
Being from the Mingle Steppes, I've seen my fair share of vultures before, and never following live people unless they were on, unless they knew you're about to die, and we don't really feel like we're about to die.
Also, we do just kill a lot of people. Maybe they've realized we leave like a path of carcasses. That might be it.
Trail of dead.
Like ravens on the battlefield, they would just follow camps.
Yeah.
Maybe we haven't showered in a while.
Also, strong possibility.
Just Theo.
Oh, Tokyo.
Hi, buddy.
Say hi, bud.
Hi,
He's very needed tonight. Oh, you know what it is? So my dog went and spent the weekend at my mother-in-law's house because she goes on vacation every other week or so. When she's gone, Trokio is like the ruler of the roost. And I think this is him like being like, oh, the dog's back. Like, we're having fun.
Do we have the opposite? My cat owns the house, so when the cat's gone, my dog's like, yes, I don't have to live in fear anymore.
I love
Cookie Bear doesn't play.
Such a lovely name for such a violent cat. All right, so we'll say that like the you know when the appropriate time comes the next day or whatever, you guys have sneakily met back up at the rendezvous point after having a public falling out in front of a whole bunch of homeless dudes.
Hopefully word gets around from the homeless dudes. I assume whoever's been watching Ka'a was watching us then to see that.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good. You know, that was a pretty good move. So we'll see what happens. But
So now what do we do? Are we still faking your death? Like, are we pretending you just got shanked in the streets?
Oh, and we'll say it's the next day. Everyone rested, so you guys get a hit point back, and thieves get back a point of luck.
Sure. I have no problem strangling some passed out person in an alleyway and putting my mask on them.
Ka, I'm getting worried about you like a little bit. You know, we said fake your death and you said heck yeah, and then we said cut your face off and you said I'm down, and now you want to strangle a homeless person. I'm just the path you're on. Like, I support all your decisions.
Hey, I don't care if they have a home or not. I'm just gonna strangle somebody who's passed out.
Oh, okay. So not specifically. Yeah. Yeah, like, are you
at the mattress store?
I just go over and it's like, you know. They're there.
Dude laying out. Oh man, this is you know.
Like in Desert Talk, I'd be like, seriously, are you okay? You good? Do I need to call someone for you?
It's a complicated issue, and when the spider must hunt, they don't think about morality. They think about the will to live.
Just checking. Just checking in. That's what friends do. Yeah, now what, guys?
We just watch, right? I mean, are we being followed? Is he being followed?
Yeah, now it's just kind of like a waiting game.
You know what? Like, okay, so every once in a while we peek out the window. It's weird out there, okay? Like, you know, the first time, nothing. The second time you check, there's a bunch of those vultures just sitting out there in front of the place where you're staying. The next time you look out there, they're gone, but it's a bunch of mice, and not rats, like white mice, like you might see in a churchyard, all out there like looking around and just, you know, hanging around and such.
So Bama, my owl, loves to hunt, and mice is one of its favorite food. Does Bama notice anything different about these mice?
No, and he's like, hey, why don't you open the window, boss, and let me go take care of some business.
All right, I open a window and let Bama have a bite.
He quickly snatches up a big old mouse, and you know he sits out there in the front thing and just eats, and is just like, you know, just, you know, eating away at it. But like, you see some bystander, like, okay, so you're actually watching from the window while this happens. So he's sitting there on like there's like a little fence in front of like a little picket type fence made of metal, sitting in front of the inn. And while he's over there doing it, you see this like just kind of a random bystander look over and look at the owl and like looks, and then like he looks around and he finally goes down and like actually digs up a cobble, and he's walking over there and getting ready to attack the bird.
Yeah, I'm going to magic missile the cobblestone out of his hand.
All right, give me a spell check.
Can you do it from Bama? Like, is he one of the ones you can? Because I know some familiars you can attack from, and I just think it'd be so funny if the owl just turned and magic missiled him.
Oh yeah, I actually might be able to. We'll see.
Kind of funny out of his eyes, laser eyes from owl.
Dude, he'd be electric owl. That's a crossover from our other show, Blades Against 1000 Insane Worlds. Check it out sometime, guys.
I cannot attack from the owl, but I can attack from me. And this is a 16. So that's the wrong spell. Let me look at the right spell. 16 is going to be a D4 plus caster level. So 4 points of damage into the stone that's in his hand, hopefully to throw it out of his hand.
Like, it kind of, like, you know, just turns into dust. And he, like, looks around like, where the hell am I? He looks like, to you, he looks like he doesn't know what's going on. And then he runs away. Just, ah!
And I have a telepathic bond with Bama, and I tell Bama to come back.
All right. He flies back into the window.
Okay, there's obviously a terrible curse that's been placed upon us, and maybe we just need to leave Ilkmar. Maybe we need to get out of here. And
do we think it's just Ilkmar, or is this just our deal now?
Because
if we leave
Ilkmar,
if we leave the city and then we're out alone in the middle of the like nowhere, and this is still a thing, we're just gonna be getting attacked by every wild animal near us.
Well, there's a way to find out.
Can I ask Mino? Do you? I sort of really know. Mino, do you speak mouse? Can you go ask those mice what's up? Is he? Yeah, he's good.
So,
All right.
He heads out there and like crawls down over there and like has some mouse talk out there with him and such.
Yeah, Brandon is a good mouse.
I've been working on it. So it's actually, that was my old bar move. I'm kidding. I didn't go to bars. All right. So anyway, he like goes out there for a while and like he kind of comes back to you and he sort of relates this. He says, the mice, they smell death and they're looking for the bodies. They want to feed upon them. I said, there are none dead inside there. They said, yes, there are. They meant you. It's weird.
So these mice speak in foreshadowing. Okay. A rare dialect of mouse.
Very advanced mice.
Yes.
Maybe we just all need to take a shower. Maybe we just have too much death on us.
Master, I don't know. There's something strange about this. I don't know what, but there is something. I can't put my rat paw on.
Should we find like a soothsayer that can tell us more about this curse?
Pet Mino, good job.
Also, do we smell like death to Bump?
Yeah.
And
no, Bwama
We
is
look
like,
at each other.
Yeah, you guys look at each other. You guys look like you always have, just normal. And Bwama is like, oh no, I can tell a dead thing. No, not at all. He turns his head all the way around like, no, everyone fine. Master, are we in danger?
I say, do we smell like death? And he goes, who? I said, who?
Us.
Who?
Then he says, Hooterville. That's the problem. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what this is. Sitting here waiting is just gonna get us attacked again. With the combination of Ka'a and me standing in the same room, people are gonna come to kill him, and then their death is going to become our death.
So what's the action plan, action men and ladies?
Have we heard about any mystics that could help us figure out what's going on?
Yeah, who are our hosts?
Well, I will say I have a direct line to a very mystical power source if you would like to ask for some assistance.
Yeah, the Spider-Verse, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to go into it for us? Yeah.
It's going to be like, Shilba, if you're out there?
Just saying, we have options. I can always.
I really don't want to ask Log for anything.
I mean, I kind of feel like metagaming when I think about Lankhmar setting in Nawan, like that's probably the best chance we have to figure out what's wrong with us in a mystical way, right? Like,
I can call a friend.
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to do that?
I'm only going to do it if it's on behalf of one of my other players, one of my other characters here, who are hoping to personally request help from Mog. I will be the conduit, but I will not be the person asking for this help.
Yeah, Gambatar looks very nervous and says, "This is." You can tell that he's probably a little superstitious, and this whole thing is not not cool with him. So he's like, "Yes, Ka'a, please, if Mog can help, I would beseech him to."
All right. I am going to invoke Mog, and I'm going to use my Mog patron die to do so.
All right, cool. Do it up.
So I pull out my ceremonial dagger, and I start cutting the spider, the pattern of the spider web into the air around me. And let's see. So that is... Oh, that's a success. And then 6 is 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got a 14 with my invoke Mog. I'm going to go ahead and spend my fleeting luck to get that up to a 15. Does anybody want to increase that further?
I can toss in. How much do you need?
I have no idea at this point because this is not going to be. We're not looking at a chart.
Oh, there's no results.
You're actually talking to Mog right now?
I am summoning Mog so that Gong Batar can ask.
Gong Batar's going to ask questions, but you're still talking. No. Luke Arch is fascinated with your ability to talk to your god, and so I'm going to throw in 2 because my belief in your.
I'll throw in 1.
4.
I got 2 to throw in.
5.
Or 20.
Is that a 19?
Or 20. Right?
Yeah, I got to respect 20.
How about Dak? I'll throw my 1 in and you keep 1 because I want to be able. Since I'm beseeching him, I want to throw 1 in.
All right, well, everybody's doing it, so I'll throw in my last one.
All the cool kids are doing it.
All the kids are. All right.
We got to 21.
So you draw this up, and suddenly you find yourself there, like hanging in the webs, and like from above you, like Mog, like lowers down, is like, who would call upon Mog? Ah, it is my servant Ka'a. You will live. You live yet. How is it that you live, Ka'a, when I myself have seen your name in death's own book?
I do indeed, and I apparently reek of death, as does our whole party. So I have already asked enough from you, my dear Mog, but the last time we spoke, you told me to bring you followers. I have brought you followers. Here is Gong Batar, who is seeking your assistance and wishes to know how to best worship you so that you may help him in his darkest hour.
Excellently done, my servant. And suddenly, Tim Gong Batar gets that creepy feeling on his neck, like a spider is creeping up there, and you hear this voice in your ear, and it says, "My warrior Gong Batar, slayer of men, you who would call upon Mog for aid. Yes, aid can be yours. Say only that you will be my agent, and I shall tell you exactly where you must go to lift this curse. For know this, your name and the names of all your companions have been recorded in death's book. Know this, a vengeful spirit took to them. A spirit, I see a name. Resten something. He went and beseeched death himself. Did he go to the Shadowlands and say that you, and swore that your time had been up? This spirit said that you had used unnatural means to do so, and now the eye of death himself is upon you. But I can tell you who might help. I can tell you what might change things. Only I may do so. Will you be my ally, Gong Batar?
If you can deliver me from this curse, then yes, I would be.
I shall tell you what to do. And if you survive the quest I put you upon, then ask Ka'a to invoke me to bind you to me and be then forever in my service. Gong Batar, your destiny has been cut short, but perhaps now like you feel like that web, feeling, perhaps I can lengthen the span that you have yet before destiny, dark and cold, calls upon thee. And like it goes away, but yeah, you have this weird strand of spider web that's hanging all down like a rat tail.
Now, is the only people who saw this Ka'a and Gong Batar?
Yeah, you look over there, but he has got a web on him. But you know what though? When you look at it, you see that web is actually woven into writing. So it's like a message written in him in spider webs on the back of his neck.
Creepy.
What's it say?
It says, "Seek Cedrillion in the Leather Library."
The Leather Library, huh?
All right.
I think Jeff's been there before. In Brooklyn. It's across the street from the Blue Oyster.
Jeff, what's their late fee situation like over there? Like
yeah, if you turn anything late, you've been a very bad boy and you are punished accordingly. The librarian does not appreciate that.
Somebody tell BC. All right. So that is written upon him in spiderweb.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta go there and talk to.
Yeah, is that something with? Is that something we know what it is?
Wizards, give me a luck check. Oh no, this is a wheelhouse roll. Sorry, instead, re-roll that. Roll me a d20. Add your intelligence modifier and your character level for both of you.
Oh yeah. 21, 22.
17.
Get it?
Yeah, both of you actually have heard of this place, and you have heard of Cedrillion. So he is a collector of ancient tomes and artifacts. The Leather Library is a spot where he has all these things on display. He's got that you got a 21. You know that he's got armed guards, and and you've heard mystical wards there protecting it. But he will occasionally he'll consult on mystical matters for people, and he's always down to buy magical artifacts.
Is he in Ilfmar?
He is not. Guess where? Home sweet home, Lankhmar.
Oh.
Wait, who did we piss off named Reston?
I think it's Pot Reston.
Oh, I heard Reston too. I was like, oh, there's a new character, very similar name. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is on me. This is my bad.
Yeah, this is a P apostrophe Reston.
Okay.
I have to say, since allying with you all, things have not really been going that well for me.
You now have a potential sponsor who is going to help you out with your future endeavors.
Well, and I mean, think about it. Like, did things ever really go well for Fafford and the Grey Mouser? Like, let's be real. This is how you bond.
Like, you're having more fun now, right?
So
That is to be seen.
I'm assuming this was all shared with us.
Yes, I let you all know that we need to seek Cedulin in the Leather Library back in Lankhmar.
So Ka'a, you can bond Gombatar with your god?
And I could bind you as well, should you wish to be bound within Mog's web. Are you interested in such a binding?
We'll talk later. I have more questions. I have to do a little more research here. But
all right, well, back to Lankhmar.
Maybe we can grab some bag balm for the Leather Library so they can treat their book covers.
Do we also have a perfume to cover up apparently the smell of death that we've got with us? Or maybe just some lime.
We could disguise it with Axe.
Yeah, ask any high school guy. Axe covers everything.
I mean,
including not showering for 3 weeks.
It just turns it into a believable smell. People will be like, no, they aren't, like, they don't smell like death. They just...
Oh, my face is going to get stuck.
It's like a bad joke. It's like in medieval times, Axe body spray is what happens when you chop off a head and the body sprays.
Yes.
Just bathe in that, you smell better.
As we're making our way back to Lankhmar, I could try disguising myself and the rest of my companions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got that skill too. We could all.
I will not stand for this.
Hey, do we want to take a boat to Lankhmar, or are we going over sea? Or over land?
Oh.
I feel
Probably
like
a boat, eh? Because over land we have to pass through the. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read, but the swamplands with
the
Shield,
sinking
right?
lands, yeah.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
boat?
yeah.
all that it would take is one wave, and death would have us. I really don't think that's a good idea.
It's that of the sinking land. So who?
Let's go by sea.
Yeah. I'll lean on the
Alright.
Canadianism. A boat would be good.
So like we're just ignoring like storms, sharks, waves, like any risks. We're just pretending like those
I mean,
They're big on
super
sharks
easy ways
right
to
around
kill
our
us.
Wait, why do you have a fear of the ocean there, Kai? How do you even get to Lankhmar?
That's none of your business.
sharks are just ocean puppies.
But yeah.
I vote.
Yeah. How did we?
All right.
Yeah, that's a great question. How did we get here? Did we
Yeah,
get
how
here
did
by
we
vote
get
or by land?
You guys all snuck into the we'll just say you guys came overland to get here. I guess you could have gone up by the sea.
Oh no, yeah.
It's either go over the sinking lands to get here, or it's boat, pretty much. So.
Yeah, I guess let's say we stowed away on a boat and made our way over here on a fast moving barge. Yeah, you can get back in about a week. Less than that actually. By sea, so maybe like 3 days. You guys figure on spending 6 of you guys. They're not going to charge for pets, but let's say 2 gold rilks for everyone to get back over there.
Can
Per
anybody
person or
loan
total?
me 2 gold bills?
Total.
Yeah.
Oh, total?
I mean, I got 24, so I can
I
pony
have
up 2 for everyone.
56. I can chip in.
Remember, everyone cut their money in half,
Yeah.
right?
I know.
I'm a humble holy man. I have.
How many gold?
I have
how
nothing.
much gold?
I have almost nothing.
I have no gold.
Passage for the 6 of you is going to be 2 gold rilks.
Yeah, I can swing that. Don't worry about it, guys.
Cool. Yeah, but you're actually in a decent, you actually have a decent passageway. You actually are in a fairly nice kind of a thing.
I was gonna say safe boat.
No
Safe boat.
steerage for us.
Safe boat,
so-
we buy some leather floaties.
Will they accept spiritual fortification as a form of payment?
Absolutely not. Although they do offer to drown you for free. They're going to throw that in if you want.
That's quite a deal, Jeff. What a bargain.
Brendan, can we run across a spaceman on some sort of water dragon on the way?
Okay, look, seriously, if I find you guys are reading my notes ahead, I will be really upset.
He's German, right? I think he's German.
Yep.
Yeah, German dude. Yeah. No, that's not what happens. But what happens is who has the lowest luck?
13.
Yeah.
9. 9.
Anyone lower than 9 for Lucark? Lucark, give me a common roll, sir. Roll me a 9 or lower on your d20.
A 9 or lower?
Sir.
I rolled a 10. Can I burn luck?
No, you can't burn luck.
No, you can't burn luck. No luck.
What is this, the Facebook group?
So now you failed by
Yeah. So let's just fast forward, okay? So the 6 of you drag yourselves out of the water after the shipwreck, okay? You guys come up there on the south. Let me pull up my map here real quick.
Hear me
You
out.
guys-
While we were
Another
sinking,
commute.
could I find my money and get it back while we were sinking, just hypothetically?
Yeah, you guys come up on the shore of the inner sea, and do this. Not a weapon or not an armor, but everyone roll randomly. Everyone's going to lose 1 piece of mundane equipment in the flurry to get out of there.
I have so little.
What did I do? What I didn't do?
Not a weapon, not armor, but just a regular, and not spell books either.
Not a weapon or armor?
Yeah,
That means I have 3 things.
piece of mundane equipment. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So I lost some torches. Right.
all of them floated away.
All of them?
They
Okay, they all
actually-
floated.
Oh, my
Fine.
bearskin cloak.
I
Sorry.
lose a holy
Mask,
Yeah, I
symbol.
lost some
over my
torches.
cloth mask.
Holy symbol goes to the drink.
I have a question. I just
Yes.
saw on my equipment I have, quote, special top. What is my special top? Or am I a special top?
No.
Sorry,
one
Panda Show.
of your spells requires you to spin your special top in order to.
Oh, right. Yes. Sorry, I forgot. I was thinking it was like a really cool shirt. Sorry, moving on.
Well, yeah, you have 2. You have 2 special
Accessories.
Yeah.
Plus
You know,
one.
I was gonna make a joke, but I realized I don't know the names of any shirts. Sorry. Is members only still a thing?
No.
No,
Those are jackets.
No? I thought they came back.
I don't know.
They're-
I'm
they're
almost
a jacket
exclusive
could be a
predators.
top.
Yeah.
That's
All
true.
right.
Fred
You know-
Perry.
You know what though? I just bought my first shirts in forever. I got a bunch of shirts because I'm almost jailbreaked, and I realized all I have are convention T-shirts and a couple of band shirts. So I bought some going out shirts.
Wait, that's not normal for a 43-year-old man like myself?
Yeah.
I have nothing but T-shirts and band shirts.
T-shirts, game shirts,
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey jerseys up here would be added to that, but yeah.
soccer
no,
ones for me.
See,
Soccer
I have
for
a
me.
hockey jersey, but it's actually an X-Crawl game jersey. So,
Sweet.
So, yep. All right, so yeah, you guys drag yourselves out of the water after a very close brush with death, but find yourselves there at the docks at Lankhmar, and people are like,
I lost my chalk.
Take a boat, they said. It'll be fine, they said.
Okay, so I would just like to point out that something worse would have happened to us on land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We would have hit a
Yeah.
sinkhole
We
and
would
like
never
sure
know.
this-
robbed by the mole people.
Yeah. We invented boats for a reason.
Yeah, I think to Lankhmar
Yeah.
Heroes, this is
Hi,
just how
hello.
boats work. Like, this always
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
This is just the other end of the subway ride.
Sinking
Just-
lands is called
sure.
That's
sinking
true.
lands for a
This is
reason.
pretty average for us.
Yeah.
I really
I
like
can
that
replace-
Just
chalk
fell out of my
though.
butt. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can replace these torches.
Yeah.
all right, so yeah, so we get there. Let's say we get there, we get cleaned up, and we make our way to said leather library. Is that cool?
Wow.
All right, I know, right? If I knew it was gonna be that kind of a party, you know.
Mhm.
All right,
I love
so-
that name so much.
So there are two guards out in front of this place.
Are they dressed
who
in
are-
all leather?
Yeah.
No, but they are members.
Sunglasses.
They're definitely members of the Slayers Brotherhood, though. But when you get there, they kind of like look you guys over, and the one says, "You're Septus."
Yes.
I'll tell him you're here.
Excellent. And can you ask him if he has any children? I just want to know if he's a daddy. That's a little bit
Right, all right. Easy there,
Bad
Canada.
joke.
Full leather library, daddy.
Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
You know, I didn't write this one. Okay. You know, it's pretty funny.
Who's responsible
Somebody
for
wrote-
another library?
Do we know where we are now, or am I going to spoil it? I feel like I should hold off for now. I'll hold
Yeah.
off. We'll
I
I-
haven't
I-
read any of them.
Yeah, I
read the
have
whole
them.
Dude,
and
you edited this
summer,
thing.
but
I haven't read. I only edited the first ones.
Oh, all right. All right. So you are led inside. This gallery-like narrow room is lined with shelves containing colorfully bound leather books and strange artifacts. A crystalline globe with a shivering silver liquid spraying up one side and down the other. A bunch of other artifacts and cool-looking stuff, and there are two small obsidian statues that actually turn their heads to look at you as you guys come in. They're like,
Thomas head also turns to look at them.
yeah.
yeah.
they stare at each other in a perfect helix for a little bit. And the guard is like, come with me. He leads you upstairs to the, oh, bless you. Thank you.
Hi, Laurie.
Everyone say hi to this Laurie. Brought me a cup of tea.
So,
It's like she knew I've been up since 5 a.m.
No, Oliver's jealous and he's asking for tea.
the cat. I miss him. It's been an hour. Anyway.
All right, so yeah, you go upstairs, and there is like a there isn't this map here. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gallery up here. There's a table in here, like a sitting area, and inside is yeah, you see Cedrillion is up there. He says, "I nearly sent my men to go out looking for you. I was wondering when you would get here. What happened to you? You know, I expected you sooner."
And he says, "What happened?" I'm just gonna look at like Ganbatar and be like, "Yeah, what happened, Ganbatar? The boat didn't work."
When he asks what happens, I shake my pants leg and a goldfish falls out. I just look at him like, you know, you took a boat. What do you think?
Well, he said, "It is no wonder that these things have happened to you, because I know of what has become of your fate." He says, "I had a dream, and in this dream, Death himself saw to me, and he showed me his book. I saw all of your names writ there within, for he has spoken to me,
Oh dear.
and I know
How do
why
we get
as
him
well.
erased?
Some evil spirit, some
We know the
delinquent."
evil spirit. How do we get him out?
He's like, I know that because Death himself has revealed to me what he wishes of you in order to have the spirit lifted from you. He says, nearby here is the Temple of the Burned Man. Living in the Temple of the Burned Man is the only mortal ever to escape the clutches of Death himself. They say he was once an adventurer, that had slept all around. Death sought him again and again and again, but he managed to escape. And then, there at the end, he gambled away and gave away everything in his life for an opportunity at a ritual that used things from the Shadowlands themselves. He stole something from the Shadowlands and inserted it into his own heart. And now, no matter what death does, oh, hey, look, Oliver, look, your cat, oh, somebody. Sorry, back in character. No matter what death does, death has sent fire and plagues and men with weapons, but yet nothing can slay him. A temple has arisen about him, and he has his own fanatic followers, as he is one of this world's true immortals. But you are, but death has put his finger upon you. If you would see your name stricken from death's book, then go seek him out there in the temple of the burned man. Which, know this, in an the legend has it that both to placate death and to keep death away, the place is filled with traps and creatures and hazards. It's apparently an extremely dangerous place. But if you survive that and you're able to find your way to the burned man and finally put him to rest, then shall your names be stricken from the book. Then shall death's books be in balance once more, and the evil spirit, the thing that terrible creature, this completely useless piece of crap, ghost, whatever that did this, shall be, once it has his plans to murder you all shall have been thwarted at that point.
So naturally, what Death himself can't do, they're sending a ragtag group of idiots to do. Makes sense.
Death works
small death.
as death works as death works. But he is content to take your lives as well should you leave, but this is the bargain you are offered.
And for how much gold would it take for you to draw us up a map with all these traps on it and locations of such horrible beasts?
I don't have. He says, gold, you say? I do not have that. But if the color of your gold and the amount of it does please me, I might be able to supply you with something that will indeed give you an opportunity to actually destroy him.
I am but a humble holy man, but I have collected some tithes in my days. Can you tell us more about this this power that you would be able to bestow upon us?
It is a ritual. Can you tell us more about this tithing?
I believe between everybody who is currently present, we could pool together all of our resources, every last penny that we have, and most likely be able to give you 80 gold pieces.
For 80 gold rilks, yes, I will give you the ritual.
Could have started at 50 and seen where it went.
Is everybody
As the guy
cool?
with 4
I mean,
pennies, I endorse this plan.
for 80 rilks, we could have bought a herd of pigs to send in before us.
Is everybody okay giving up 16?
I only have 2, but you're welcome to them.
I have 4 pennies, so sure.
So apparently we might not have that much money.
This is like the worst version of splitting the check.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, yeah, go for
I've got
80 gold.
a
You guys
cigarette.
do that.
Treat yourself.
Does Kaha, Gangbatar, Lukark, and Kai Halal each have 20?
I have 20.
I have a lot that I hate to part with, but I could.
Bunny, what?
Gold rilks.
Gold rilks.
Are those Gronks? Are those the same as Gronks?
Sure.
No, I only have
Way to
6
go.
of those. I pull
I'm
out.
gonna end up
I don't
footing
even
this
have.
whole bill.
I don't have 20 anything. I don't have 20 anything. I just pull out a pocket full of change.
Me, Gangbatar, and Kai Halal do. So
I am gonna foot this whole freaking bill.
how about this? You each put in 20.
I only had the water.
30.
I got a salad and some water.
Is this good? Is this good? 25 Gangbatar, 25 Kai Halal, and 30 Ka'a.
Sure.
I will take the most of it since this is my curse. I have 54.
Okay, so you'll take the 30 and I'll do the 25.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, you do that, and he indeed hands you over a bone scroll case. he says this contains the ritual of kindness. He takes it outside of there. Also in the scroll case, there are some gewgaws inside there. There is a pile of wood shavings. He said these come from the rack that punished once the one known as Isaac of the Jug.
Did he say the ritual of kindness?
Yes. And then he says that this is a pearl from the Sea King's domain. These coupled along with these are the components of the ritual. Use these and you can put him to rest. Death has shown me this.
So we got a dirt and a pearl for 80 gold. That's what I'm hearing.
Pieces of wood and a bone scroll case and an old-timey looking ritual spell thingy.
And Kai Halal, do you want to go
And
ahead
a cool box.
put in the bulk of it, and this is kind of your thing?
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I seem to be the only one of us that can hold on to a large amount of important things like money.
Mm-hmm. You have the bone scroll case. He takes your money. He says, if you do this, then it means that you will have realigned your destiny and literally crawled out of your collective graves. I would be allies with such as that. Perhaps I can help you again. I am Cedrillion the Sage, and as you know, and I know many things. And I'm always buying if you have cool artifacts. If you find anything neat there and you're looking for a place to sell, I'll give you a chance to earn some of this gold back. Good luck. I will pray to the gods of Lankhmar for your safe passage and that they shall keep you safe in this.
Thanks. Gotta keep your paying customers alive, right?
The gods of Lankhmar or the gods in Lankhmar? Because that prayer difference really matters.
He's like, always the gods in Lankhmar, but always the gods of Lankhmar. Oh, none may be disregarded. Not in this
So D, all of the above.
Yeah, big old shack chachoosh. So underscore.
All right. Well, I guess we go to the Temple of the Burned Man.
Yeah. He will.
Always wanted to go to Burning Man.
I think the temple is like surrounded by hippies.
Yeah.
They give you gifts.
It's surrounded by rich kids who are slumming it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you fail your luck roll, Elon Musk appears. Like,
You guys don't know.
Oh, run!
You find the glamping tent.
I've been to Burning Man 15 years. Yeah, 15 times.
Wow. Awesome.
Wow.
We can talk about it later. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Right.
I haven't been in a couple years, but yeah.
I wonder if they must not have done it this past year.
No, they didn't, and a lot of people aren't going this year either.
Oh.
Yeah.
I met one of the organizers at some convention I went to, and he quizzed me all night. I used to be a pawnbroker, and he was thinking about opening up a pawn shop on his land, and like we talked pawn shops for like an hour in this bar, maybe Origins, maybe.
I mean, Burning Man is like kind of a convention itself in its way, in its own self. It's like a raver convention for most people, but it's also a fabricator convention. So a lot of people who build a lot of big things go to that. I go because those guys are my friends, are the people who build stuff. So like a lot of my friends build Coachella, they build half the movie sets in Hollywood, that kind of stuff. And they all go to Burning Man just to build big stuff for the ravers. Yeah.
Well, let's go to Burning Man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. I don't think I want to go for another few more years, maybe, because it's a lot of work. Yeah. If you go unless you're a freeloader, if you got a lot of money, then it's easy. You just go there and spend money all day. Mm-hmm. But if you want to go there cheap, it's work. Yeah. But it's fun.
All right. So I'll tell you what, let us say that are you guys going to buy any equipment? Are you doing any,
With what gold am I going to buy things, Brennan? I just gave it all to this guy.
I can steal it for you. What do you want?
Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
Just going to replace my torches. That's about it.
Do you want me to steal you some torches?
I could steal myself torches. Oh, wait.
Sometimes it's nice when someone steals something for you.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
It's like if you're a baker, nobody ever makes you cookies. You have to make them yourself, and it sucks.
That's true.
Carmen, you got new thieves tools, right? Or do we need to go get you more thieves tools?
I do need to get thieves tools.
Do you need me to steal you some thieves tools? I steal Mara some thieves tools.
Okay. And I will steal I also loot some torches.
Yeah, give me a pickpocket check. The torches, just give me a 5 or better on a pickpocket check. But give me a 15 for the thieves tools. You know,
18.
they want those because thieves want them. So.
Oh yeah, easy.
All right, yeah.
I rolled a 15.
Sure. Set of thieves tools.
Yeah.
Give me a 5 or better for some torches.
I rolled an 18. He gets some really good torches.
How many do I get?
37.
37.
I'll take
Mara was busy.
3 or 4. That's fine.
Yeah, let's say we have 4 torches. All right. We load up and we make our he gives you guys directions. So this is it's actually not too terribly far from the temple, the temple of the mass temple where you guys were. It's that same quarter of the city, so it's completely decrepit. And when you guys get there, yeah, sure enough, this is a 3-story abandoned building. The most telling thing about it is that all of the windows have been bricked up. This is I'm gonna say you guys sort of casually go by there, and yeah, there's the whole thing. Like on the whole exterior of it is bricked up. All the
They're like a second story.
It's actually 3 stories tall. It's like
a
big, smallest, like minaret style, I think it's called.
Is there like a climbing line for some of us that know how to climb?
If we have a 50-foot rope, I'll just.
I have grappling hook and a rope. That's
okay.
Yeah.
I can
You
get
start
us up
climbing
there.
up. Yeah.
Back door for deliveries.
Yeah, or that.
You walk around to the back.
Or a coal shuttle.
I'll tell you this: when you walk around to the back door checking it out, there were doors back here. The back door is bricked up, and all the back windows are bricked up. But you also see down here that there is a place where people have been. You can tell that people will come out here sometimes. There's like a couple of like overturned logs that people have been using as benches. There are some ashes, and there's like a couple of empty bottles that might have had ale. Some like leftover food here in the back lot of this thing. It looks like this is something that this part is not completely abandoned. People come back here occasionally and at least smoke and eat lunch.
And there's like a back door leading to this space?
There's a back door, but it's totally bricked up. It's like literally solid bricks all the way up there.
But there's still a spot here that people chill in, and we think they're chilling from they're people that are from the building that come here and chill, or just like people from their neighborhood.
You don't know. I mean,
sewers. How about sewers?
Sewers? You have to walk about a block to get to where there's an underground entrance into the sewers. It's not super close.
I think that some of the bricked over doors are an illusion.
Sure.
I'm gonna check for secret doors.
All right. Give me a check. Roll me secret doors.
Okay. 15.
Oh, do you want to spend some luck? I'm kidding. There are no secret doors. You check the outside there. And that was just me. Sorry, I'm channeling Terry Olson. You check the outside.
I could just like run face first into the brick wall.
What are you, the
Get
coyote?
your little cart. You're all
Yes.
ready to go to Hogwarts.
Platform 9 3/4.
Well, the owl. We are ready with an owl. So, didn't one of them have a mouse?
Yeah, Ron did, I believe. Right?
It's been a long time.
I think Ron had a rat.
Scabbers.
Mm-hmm. Scabbers is totally right. Yeah,
because that's
Mm-hmm.
that's connected in my head.
Yep.
Do we see any like smoke coming out the top, or there'd be like a chimney or an entrance up
No,
top?
you don't see any smoke. Just casing it, you don't see any smoke. There's only the front door. There's a few steps up to. Let me get an actual map here. Kind of like a rounded top double doors there, like you would see in front of a chapel.
Do we wait in the back, like hiding, and see who comes out? Because like, there's that whole break area.
Yeah, is there a place for us to stake out this break area?
You guys go to this. There's a fence, and you guys go to the next door building, which is another wrecked temple. And there is there's like a fence back there. There's a spot where you guys can hold up in there. Let's say we got a couple of local fellows out there who would love to go away if you would give them a couple of pennies so they can go over and buy some wine and get out of your way for a few hours.
I literally have a couple of pennies, and I feel bad for not contributing earlier, so I will go over to them and give them half my wealth in the form of 2 pennies to encourage them to go do that.
Bloody dinars for my life story. No, I'm kidding. They take those and like muttering cheap bastards as they make their way out of there, going to go and find some rot gut. You guys hang out there and watch for a couple of hours, and at one point, sure enough, you see a couple of these are like guards. These are guys. Let me describe them. You see that they are in. Trying to see what they're wearing. They have an armor class of 16. I don't know. Whatever kind of armor gets you a 16 armor class they're wearing. And they have a couple of them have halberds. And like you see some guys go back there and like they kind of sit back there. It's just like you'd expected. One of them breaks out some lunch. They kind of talk. One lights a pipe. And they kind of bullshit for about an hour. And then they're like, and then they head back in. 2 more guys come out, hang out here, eat, BS, and then they leave, and that's all you see. But you can tell they are going in and out of the front door. They come around to the front.
Oh.
Do they look to be members of the Slayers Guild?
These folks.
One looks just like Kerry King.
You know what? Your impression, and now that you've been here at Lankhmar, you're starting to get kind of a feel for it, is that these are private guards. They've got their gear is a little bit too nice for Slayers Guild issue. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys look like they're private security essentially.
Knock them out, take their stuff, go in.
How many were there?
Guys?
They came out 2 at a time.
Did they use a key to get back in, or did they do some sort of weird code thing?
You know what? No one's what. Okay, I'll tell you what. You guys want to spend one more day and have somebody watch the front as well?
We didn't notice. Okay. We didn't notice them when they went back in. What they did?
No, because you had to be to where like you're literally in back by the fence, like looking through there and such. You can't really see the front gate.
Do you guys think it's worth spending another day?
I just feel like extra recon never hurts.
Well, you know what? I could send in Mina. You could climb up and over and see what's what. Yeah, if you guys are down with that, how about I do that right now to see what that yields?
I can also have Bama do a fly around.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Send in the animals.
We put the familiars on it. So the eventually Ka'a is like, yes, front door. They come through, and Minas is like, they go inside. There's a special door opener. It's special.
Is it like a piece of metal, Mino?
No, special.
Okay.
What did it look like, Mino?
Like a rock, but a square rock, and it's up high where it's hard to reach. Special.
Okay, so like a Resident Evil 2 key or something. Okay. Gotta find the chest piece.
Be careful, boss.
Thanks, Mino. Back in my pocket.
All right. So I'm sure between one of us we can figure out. So they activate something to let themselves in.
Yeah.
So we don't have to wait another. Okay, cool. We got the information we need.
I was gonna say if we wait for them to come out again, then we could knock them out, take their armor, and go inside in disguise.
Or are we just going now?
Assuming they have the special square thing, right? Because if we're in disguise, we're just knocking on the door anyway, being like, "Hello."
We'll figure. I think between the 3 of us.
Well, the 2 thieves and the common man.
Yeah.
Common man, baby. Common man drive a common van. His dog ain't got a pedigree.
Yeah.
Do we just want to go for it, or do we want to wait it out again?
I'll leave the smart guy stuff to you guys.
We have time to talk about it, so we can just go to the front door and as quickly as you can try to figure out the mechanism that they do to open it, because it sounds like they have some sort of like trick, according to the mouse. Otherwise, we spend another afternoon. How often are they taking their breaks?
Looks like only once a day. They come out for like lunch, and then they they come out at one point and they leave, and then another group comes. You guys watch like continue watching. At night, a second group comes on. It looks like they have a second shift. And
can we see specifically what that second shift does? to go back inside?
Yeah, but who's going to do it? I'm going to hide check for that because they're looking for people.
I'll do it. I can hide.
Why not Mino? Mino.
Oh wait, Mino can do it. The owl can do it.
Yeah, we got familiars.
Okay, I will say that they can, but they can't give you really good instructions on what happens.
Okay, I'll watch.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So give me a hide in shadows check for Lukark for to hide in a spot.
I'm okay at that. Ooh, nat 20.
Oh man, yeah, you find
22.
Yeah, you're like in the abandoned place next door, upside in a window. There's a seat there. You can watch. They can't see you.
I was hoping I was in like in a trash can right next to them.
Like it looks like they come over there. Yeah, they definitely give a special knock. It's like bump, 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 and then when the door opens, one of them reaches up and there's like a brick on the top right of it that they kind of like adjust at some point. And like you watch as they shove it in a little bit, boop, and then they go inside and the other guys leave. There's some bullshit in there, blah, 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 you know, morning Ralph, morning Sam. And then when the other group goes inside, the door shuts, just a couple of seconds later, you see that brick goes boop and like pops back up. So it's once again flush with the outside of the temple.
All right. So I'll go back to when the coast is clear. I'll go back to the group and I'll tell them, what I saw. And
so I will say at this point, yeah, you think at any given time there's 5 guards inside there. That's what you've seen.
So the code thing, the code knock probably keeps them off guard. So yeah. So we'll have to go through. We'll be able to do the whole mechanism. The button thing, the thing with the brick, that has nothing to do with the door opening, right? They opened the door.
They opened the door.
And but they put. I don't know why they pushed that brick thing, right?
You don't know why they pushed the brick thing. I want to say one more thing though. While you were there, like at one point while you're watching, somebody else came up with just like a big old box of like food and wine. They put it out there and they knocked. And like guy, eventually there's some negotiating through the door. You couldn't hear the details, but at some point, like the door opens and someone just hands out a couple of coins to this guy, and then they just drag that box of supplies inside.
But the dude didn't. But the dude that made the delivery didn't push any bricks.
No, he didn't go inside. He just stood outside. They slid that thing over to him. Yeah.
Did he push?
We could disguise ourselves as a HelloFresh box. Just saying, because that seems to work.
I'd rather be an edible arrangement.
Right.
Well, what do we want to do? Disguise or just knock on the door and figure it out?
I think knocking on. I think doing the knock, pushing the thing, and then when they open the door, make sure we hit the brick trigger, because that I don't know what that's for. I think it's for a trap or something. But they do it. The dudes on the outside do it, and the knock thing will keep the guards on the inside who's watching the door from being on alert. So we just have to do it really quickly.
5 of them. Why not take out 2 at a time outside instead of having to fight all 5 at once where there are traps?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll wait till the next shift and take out 2 first.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So the plan is you guys are going to wait out there in that hiding spot. When the guards go and take their break, 2 of them are going to go in and zap them, and then
we're going to rush to the front door and go through the routine.
I think Septus had a smart thing to add. He looks like he's going to say something smart.
Well, we'll see how smart it is. But does Mino understand like low Lankhmarese? Like if he hears a human talking
no, he calls it all human talk. He doesn't know.
I was going to send him over and use ventriloquism and do a whole thing, but it doesn't work without. Okay.
Gotcha.
It was a good thought though.
Yeah. He can only speak to you. He's really more of a, like I said, he's a magical extension of yourself, really. So, all right. So the plan is you guys are going to hide in the back. When 2 women go out there and break, you are going to jump them and then move towards the door with those 2 guys being done.
I think we should use the disguise plan and then get the other 2 to come out before, because there's 3 in there that I don't know. I just think the disguise plan can't hurt.
I like it. I feel like the more complicated we can make it, what could go wrong? No, but I do think any additional fail safes that we can throw in there is also a good idea.
I just don't think it'll hurt to have like 2 of us put on the armor and then not do the right knock and push the button, and then we can get in and jump them from behind and open the door for whoever else is coming in.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll totally dress up as one of the dudes too.
Okay. So we are almost at the end of our time. So I figured let's go ahead and stop here, and then we will start with the jumpage and attackage for next week. Is next week Mother's Day?
No, it's May 2nd next week, and
The week after next week is Mother's Day.
Okay, gosh, I'm taking Mother's Day off. I'm not gonna,
Same.
Yeah. All right.
That's a great coincidence because I happen to be. It's not because of Mother's Day, but I wasn't able to make it that week anyways because I was going to be flying to Montana that day.
All right,
nice. Cool.
But we'll be here next week.
You won't be here next week.
No, we will.
We will be here next week, and thank you all for tuning in, and thank you so much, Oliver, for showing up and playing Septus and doing such a great job. It was super fun to have you. We'll look forward to doing it again. And once again, if you're watching this on YouTube, by all means, like, subscribe, hit the button, get the thing, buy the t-shirt, eat the burger. We love having you here, a part of our crew. We love bringing you all kinds of great stuff. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week on Blades Against Bandwidth